Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stewarts Creek. Mike, I didn't know where we were there for a minute, but hello, everybody. Welcome to Stewarts Creek, and happy Labor Day weekend. It is Stork Vision. It is Week 3. It is Game 3. And, Mike, I couldn't be happier. I think we're going to get a broadcast in. We might get 4 quarters in.
We're going to get a broadcast in tonight. No rain in the sky. So we're in great shape tonight, Stork.
Let's talk about some other games that are going on in the area, and let's run down them. You got Franklin and Ravenwood. What do you like about that game, Mike?
I like Ravenwood. Ravenwood's been putting up a lot of points. I think they're probably the top team in the state on that bracket over there, Stork, on their side. I think they're the team to beat.
Okay, let's go to Lebanon, Mount Juliet. What do you think about that? Tom Krager's at that game, and that's at Mount Juliet.
I like Mount Juliet. What about you?
I do. I like Mount Juliet. That should be an easy win. Alcoa versus Scott. Alcoa should win, no problem. But the big game there, they got Maryville next week, and I did talk to Coach Gary Rankin. And
I heard that show, by the way. I enjoyed it.
Well, you know, what do you think about Gary saying that he's a little stingy with them tickets?
That, and I like the fact that he said, I'm not playing Coach McDaniel.
He ain't going to play.
He ain't going to play him either. He meant it, Stork.
He did. Smyrna, Overton.
Is that game being played tonight for sure?
I don't know. It's on the schedule, Mike, so I don't know. Nashville City Schools, so was that a forfeit?
I have no idea. I knew that they were rallying, trying to play. I know that Overton, I don't know how they could be ready to play, to be honest with you, with the way everything's going there. But
Okay. Can't hear Mike at all. Okay, Sam, you should be able to hear him now. I did give him a little bit of juice. You should hear him now. MUS, Christian Brothers, Purple Wave. What do you think about that one?
I like Coach McDaniel.
You do?
I do.
I don't know how many. I don't know if he's beaten MUS yet since he's been there. That's always been
well, they're tough year in and year out. They've always got a good team. Always have.
Rockville versus Warren County. Does Rick Rice go down again tonight? I mean, Warren County's got that good football player. What happens there, Mike?
And you know, they had a big win. They put up a lot of points last week in a win. I think it was against
Cannon County.
Cannon County.
Yep.
So hey, I mean, I like Warren County. You know, they're sort of getting used to this region now. Warren County come into this region, and now they've got kicked around about 4 years in a row. And I think they're tightening it up out there, man.
Okay.
I like Warren County.
Okay, you do like Warren County. Maryville versus Cleveland. We look for that score to be 42-6.
49-7, 42-6, something of that nature.
Okay. Cookeville, this is the game, Mike. We could have been at this game. This is Cookeville versus Riverdale. What do you like about Stockton Owen, the quarterback over at Cookeville? Saw him last year.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'm impressed with Riverdale this year. I think Riverdale's got a good team. They got a good line. They got a good back. I think that Holcomb is doing a good job. I like Riverdale tonight. I don't think they'll have much trouble. Stockton Owen, a great little quarterback. Look forward to seeing him.
Lost their tailback. He went out with a ACL injury over at Cookeville, so they're running a 2 guy.
And that's going to make. And let me tell you, Riverdale has a really good team this year. They really do.
Moving a little bit along, the next game on the list, Mike, should be an easy one to pick. Oakland versus Siegel, and that's over at Siegel. And as always, everybody's against Siegel.
Yeah. I look for Oakland. You know, they're rested up.
Speed race.
I guess his Horton and
Momo,
they're not back yet, are they?
I think he's going to let them go.
He's going to play them tonight?
He'll let them go just to see what they can do. They were in a boating accident or something. I don't know much about it. They're on a pontoon or something. Coach Creasy would know.
But they are going to play tonight.
I think they are. And our last game takes us to Alabama, and that's Florence versus Austin Black Bears. First game for Will Hester tonight, but Austin's played 2 and won both of them, or won 1 and split 1. So
I'm going to let you make the call on that one.
I like Will Hester. I just like him. Let's end it there.
Great offensive coach.
Yeah. We've got the CEO of ScoreStream watching our broadcast tonight. We appreciate you joining us. We appreciate everybody joining us. The young lady all the way to the left of me, her name is Judy the Beauty. She'll be operating the camera. In the house tonight, the Fox that rocks, the guy that brings all the numbers to us and makes this broadcast go when I can't go, the guy just to the left of me. He's my color guy. I've been with him a long time. Judy and I were just talking about it, I lived in Smyrna. This is right where I started, Mike. Right down the road over Noel Lane, and had a lot of good times. This school was built. When was this school built?
About 6-7 years ago? Something like that.
So it was the school down at this end of the county, and stole a little bit from Smyrna Blackman. That's what that's where they drew from, and a little bit from Laverne. They did take some.
They did. This used to be Laverne's area, part of that over in that area.
Did
over
it?
there.
Did
Absolutely.
it?
When it first opened.
Okay.
Sure did.
Okay. Mike, we got some characters tonight on the White Hat. I did want to let you know Ricky Fan is here tonight. We know Ricky Fan. We've known him a long time. He was involved in youth football. Mike, how long have you known Ricky?
Oh, probably ever since I think I coached Josh, his son. I met him in maybe 98, maybe 97, 98, somewhere around there.
Then we got Keith Shadowins. Philip's brother is out here, and he's reffed a long time. And actually, when I first got into announcing 98, Keith was already wound up. He was an official and rolling along and reffing some games. And has he ever reffed? He's reffed a few youth games. Yeah,
absolutely.
Youth games. He's done a few youth games.
I like him. Does a good job.
Okay.
Very approachable.
Okay. And my White Hat guy tonight is Mark Fowkes, the engineer, back in Louisville, Kentucky, keeping us straight and telling me when to drop the audio, when to raise the audio, and when we're doing well. That's Sam Montgomery. He was here with us last week. We did elect a president of this company. And her name is Judy the Beauty. She is actually the president of Stork Vision. We did make that decision. So she makes I just run the broadcast, actually. That's all I'm responsible for. So if anything happens with it, but Judy the Beauty will run the company itself. Mom and Dad's joining, I'm for sure. Let's see. And kids, text me directly if you're joining. I'll give you a shout-out. We'll get you on the air. I know Tim Gentry's watching from Berea, Kentucky. We got several people. John Hester, he should be watching. John Hester, Hollywood. John, I appreciate you all and Steve Nicely and those guys inviting me to the Louisville Wireless Golf Tournament. Going to happen on getting back kind of into the groove of some social deal, Mike, to visit with some customers. That's going to happen on the 17th in Louisville, Kentucky. Clarksville is making their way toward the stadium in a beautiful night here in Rutherford County. Boy, my dad would really love this metal building going up. Give him a little shot of that. Got a metal building going up, Wales.
He likes the pole barn Stork.
Boy, he likes to get those Amish people. I mean, he buys these tires off the Amish people. We're going to give – Okay, we just got some information. There's somebody drove in from North Carolina just to see this game, and it's this COVID deal. It's changed a lot of things. It's made these games a lot more prevalent to the kids and the fans and everybody, hadn't it, Mike?
It has. It really has. We're doing our third broadcast. So very fortunate. We didn't know when we started how long this was going to last.
That's the reason why we went at it a little bit hard even that first weekend. We did get that successful broadcast in at Rockville, Laverne. Then I ran into the rainstorm, told you to go home at Oakland, and thank goodness I did. Ended up covering up all the equipment and protecting everything, and you stayed dry. Then we ran to Alcoa and broadcasted amongst the fans, and broadcasted amongst the fans, and it was a good time, but still we had a few problems. I wasn't satisfied. Then last week got cut off. Only got a half because of Mother Nature, right. And now we're back on and up. Just got a text. William Blunt on the board against Ottawa, 7-0, and that's another game. What?
When you got up, it cut the sound off.
Yeah, we got no sound.
What do you mean you ain't got no sound?
We have no sound.
You got to have sound. When I got up, it cut off. Test, 1, 2. Everybody got sound? You got it now? What about now, Judy? Anything? Well, I lost Judy. How'd I lose Judy? Let's see if I can get Judy back in. Well, goodness me. You there? You in? Okay, we're back in. I don't know what I did. I got to watch what I do, kids. I just jerked us away. Anna Ray Montgomery's watching. My mother thinks I just disconnected. Here we go. Sam's got my stuff coming in. William Blount on the board, 7-0 against Ottawa. They're playing the Owls. Then with 1:50 left to go, Maryville's on the board, 7-0 against Cleveland. So we're starting to get some scores. They're starting to roll in. And it's not going to be long, Mike. We're going to be underway right here at Stewarts Creek. Wildcats and Red Hawks.
What's Clarksville's record? First game. And, no, this is Clarksville's first game, right? Am I right, Stuart?
Yep, first game.
And, I was looking on Coach T just now, and multiple forfeits tonight with COVID.
Yeah. It's
even some teams out of Metro have forfeited.
Really?
I see the Collinwood forfeited. It says a COVID win for Summertown. But, we're just seeing more and more of this.
Rodney Salisbury hadn't been able to play. Memphis Whitehaven. But, here's the deal, kids.
They said thank you, but they got a couple going down there they're okay with.
All right, whatever we got to do. Trying to help Stewarts Creek out, and a little bit with a little something. But everything's good. They're going to get into position. Coach is now coming up to get into position to try to help these kids on the field, Mike.
Well, Clarksville, storied program, been around a long time, have an excellent wrestling program year in, year out. They do, always have. So interested to see what this, you never know what you're going to get when you play these Clarksville teams. You really don't. A lot of people move in and out of these areas a lot. They look like they got good size to me. I'm looking at them walking on the field. What are they, 4A Stewarts or 5A?
I think they're 5A, Coach. Judy's panned down by Clarksville's team, if you don't mind. Pull my camera that way. She's getting ready. Give me a little something. There we go. There's your size, kids, of the Clarksville Wildcats as Judy kind of zooms in on those guys. I see number 50. He's pretty big, Mike. Look at him.
They got some size. It'll be interesting to see, but, we'll see if they can play or not, old Stuart.
Boy, I've seen a lot of kids that are big that end up, they don't push and end up, they don't have any attack or in them, do they, Mike?
They do not. So why is Clarksville their first game? They had a couple.
Yeah, they had a delay, and so they would not let them go till the Labor Day weekend, and we're at that Labor Day weekend. I think it was just we want to pause a minute and then start a little bit late.
So when does Metro decide, hey, we're out or we're in?
That's a great question. Tom Krager may know the answer. I have no idea. Once again, anybody out there, please share the link. Enjoy the game tonight. Anybody out there that is enjoying the broadcast, be sure and send me a direct message and let me know, and we'll give you a shout-out on the air. I'd like to remind you, Dean Fox is here in the house with us, and he is sitting just to the left of me. We've just about got the whole family here.
All of our guests to feel comfortable while attending
Stewarts Creek, this is the second time we've done a broadcast here, and we're excited to be here. We can tell you one thing. So next year, contracts will be being made, and Stewarts Creek will play Blackman. That game will happen, and we will do that game. And we will do that game next year, and it'll be contracted. And Ben and Kit have already decided, and we just want that game. It's going to be a good game, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, these schools are close, and they ought to play each other.
They should.
They're both big 6A schools. And with the region they're in being so weak with these metro schools, they need to test the kids. The kids need to be tested, Stuart. They need to play stiffer competition.
Got to. Isaac Shelby is the head coach of the Wildcats. Judy, zoom over and we'll get them captains. Go ahead and knock those guys out. Well, you got big number 60, Mike, and he's a nice-looking guy. That's Nick Edwards. Number 61, Colton Stansberry. Number 17 looks like the quarterback, Elijah McGahey. And then number 10, Chris Bagatini. So that's their guys. And then we'll wait here for Stewarts Creek. Red Hawks, they're making their way here. The captains are. Ben Cottle, in his first year as the coach of the Red Hawks, we had Bert Brown was the coach here. Bert went home. He went to Cokeville. Here is yours. I keep picking up your. I'm taped down over here, Mike. Sam will be running me. Hey, look there, Mike. We stacked a tower today. There you go. That's a monopine in North Carolina.
Wow.
That just went up today. That's good stuff, isn't it?
It's great.
Yep.
Proud of that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That cha-ching, that's what that means.
I think Judy's got a big smile on her face over
Payday.
here.
Yeah, payday. No, it's been a great year for those in the telecommunications business as we ramp up to 5G. Getting ready to do a lot of traveling, excited about it. Excited about getting back out in the market and seeing the people. John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. And I'd like to remind you about that app. All you got to do is go to the Apple Store, search Stork Vision, and we are rebranding everything. Everything will switch to the Stork Vision and Stork Vision logo. Sam is doing all of that. Let's move to the captains of the Stewarts Creek Redhawks. Number 4 tonight, that's going to be Taha Jones.
Captains
Number
tonight
76,
Number 2, Jalen Moore.
Alton
Number 4,
Anthony.
Taj Jones. Number 76 going to be Alton Anthony.
Michael
And
Clinton.
Number 40 is going to be Michael Clinton.
Hold up, I'm just letting him get done. And then Jalen Moore wears number 2. Mark Folks getting them in position as he'll walk out the home team. You know, Mike, I did notice Blackman youth football is participating. I did see where they are playing. I noticed that you was talking about Smyrna.
Oakland's playing, the Crimson, Rutherford County Crimson Tide. Everybody's playing, but the Smyrna Youth League.
It's terrible, Mike. It's a sad, sad situation for us. We were a part of that.
I tell you what, I posted something. Did you see about the
What about it?
Well, I posted something that was really funny. Somebody from Nashville had posted. I'll let you share.
What
this
is it?
story.
Well, no, just what is it? Tell us.
Well, hold on, buddy. Let me show you. You get a good laugh out of it. Well, hold on. Well, somebody had posted two kids, and one of them was about 3 foot tall, and the other one, they said, Eunice said he'll be 10 next week. and so we all know about, when we used to play Una, all those big old kids. But a lot of people don't realize they had multiple kids back then go to the NFL. They really
Jalen Ramsey.
Ramsey, with King Dunlap.
Derek Barnett.
Quentin Patton. Sonny Gray, but he's in the MLB.
Mookie Betts.
I mean, we could just go on and on and on.
It's a long list. I got to give a shout-out to George Nizik. I can't thank you enough today. George hit me with a text on a little horse racing tip. Said just bet the 5, bet it straight to win, Stork, and then do a 5-4 straight exacta, kids. We rocked. That thing paid off. It was a nice little gamble. Yeah, that is. Yeah. That's it.
You're going to be like he just turned 10 last week.
Yeah, they'd be asking for the birth certificate. Looks like Ari Allen. Ari Allen was about, what, 6'6", 6'5", and weighed, gosh, almost.
They had a 6-year-old one year that was so big that he took up the center and the 2 guards. And John Patton had.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, unbelievable, man. You just spread the deep inside.
John Patton.
About 160-pound 6-year-old.
Sam's whipping us in some scores now. Oak Ridge 14, Campbell County nothing. 3:33 left to go in the first in that one. We're working on the coin toss. That is number 2. And Jalen Moore along with number 17, Elijah McGahey.
I coached Jalen's brother a few years ago. Good kid, great family.
That looks like Keith Shad Owens talking to him wearing the white hat, doesn't it? It is. That's Keith talking to him. That is not Mark Folks. So Keith Shad Owens, is he going to do the white hat? He may be. Coin in the air. Looks like Stewarts Creek's got the call. We tell him which way you want to defend. No, that is Mark Folks. That is Mark Folks, sorry. He is our white hat. Thank you, Judy. I'm going to defer second half, Mike.
So we'll go get to look at Clarksville
We're
on
going to get that
offense.
Wildcat. We're getting ready for the national anthem is what we're getting ready for here at Clarksville High School, or here at Stewarts Creek. I keep saying Clarksville. Ben Cottle's going to not let me come back. We appreciate the director of schools. His name is Bill Spurlock. He lets me run around, me and Mike and Judy. We appreciate him. We couldn't be more pleased to have the Dean Fox, the Fox that rocks, in the house. Right over there. We was just telling him, and we'll tell Mike we're going to get some pullovers, and we're getting a new logo and getting Dean Fox's size. Here we go with the national anthem.
We ask that you will please remain standing until the color guard exit the playing field. Tonight the colors are being presented by the Stewarts Creek High School JROTC Army Color Guard. Carrying our national colors, Captain Kiana Bauer. Carrying our state colors is Cadet Sergeant Brittany Moore. The rifle bearers are Sergeant Nicholas Thomas and Staff Sergeant Christopher Thomas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, performing our national anthem, the award-winning Stewarts Creek High School Band.
What a beautiful Friday night here in North Rutherford County. As the Red Hawks are getting into their tunnel, colors are leaving the field. Mike, we're getting ready to buckle up one more time. Go real fast.
The number 8
We
represents
really don't know what to expect out of
We
this
don't,
Clarksville
we
team. We know that they traditionally are pretty tough, well-coached teams. I think a few years ago, Coach McDaniels, when he was at Oakland, played them. Beat them both times he played them.
His familiarity of the
Yeah.
should render a smooth transition.
I don't know what happened with my score stream there, Sam.
And now, as the Red Hawks
May not be able to
nest in the
mess
north
with it
end
right
zone,
now. I can't
they'll
see
wait
what's
their
going
leader.
on.
They will break on his call, and the Ben Condill era will commence right here at the creek.
I can't see what's going on with score
It's
stream,
football
brother. I had it a
time.
while
Ladies and
ago.
gentlemen, at Stewarts Creek, welcome to Red Hawk Stadium.
There it is. I see it. We'll see if it comes back. Sam, I ain't got time to fool with it, Coach.
Somebody make some noise.
Let's get
for
ready. Let's go.
Stewarts Creek.
Here comes Stewarts Creek. Good-looking numbers, Mike.
Good-looking numbers, all black, good-looking uniforms.
You like
red,
that all black?
All black, like the Falcons, Atlanta Falcons.
Yep. Got a good crowd here tonight, Mike, despite COVID. And I know that all these schools need a little gate.
How did Coach Caldell feel about the Metro deal, not having as many games? Is he okay with it?
I don't know how they felt about it. I think it's the cards you're dealt. So I don't know, Sam. I just told you I don't know where the scoreboard went. We'll have to check on it later. So we'll get back to it later. Just feed them to me, Coach. That's all we can do. We got a scoreboard for us, and that's what's important. Waiting for Stewarts Creek. So we'll work with the scoreboard. You just pump them to me, Sammy. Let's go. I'll try to fix it in a minute. I can't do that. My kicker tonight is number 10, Upton Bellenfant. Upton Bellenfant. That's a name I've never heard. Clarksville brought their banner, but it looks like it tore down or they came through it. I'm not for sure. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to. Here we go. Ready to get after it, kids. Been waiting all week for this one.
Kick it off for the Stewarts Creek Redhawks, number 10, Upton.
Ball in the air, kids. Kickoff's about 7:02. Let's roll. Go get in the end zone, isn't it, Coach? Going to start at the 20.
Got a strong leg there, Stewart.
Going to make them drive the full length of the field, and we'll get our first look at Clarksville Wildcats.
It looks like Clarksville had watched some game film. They had them on the goal line, so I think they were expecting a real deep kick, Stewart.
Yeah. Let's see who they come out with a quarterback. And it looks like it's going to be number 7.
Got a lot of size up front for Clarksville. We'll see if those guys can get any push.
Davin Gehringer is the quarterback, and his feet just rest on the 15-yard line. Twins to the top, trips to the bottom, and here we go.
Well, that's going to be a flag.
That's 5-yard penalty. They gave it to 6. Jamari Carnell. That's coming back, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, it was a great game. Yeah, 2 guys moving there. That's going to cost Clarksville 5.
Going to be 1st and 15. John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sponsors homes like John. Appreciate everybody joining the broadcast.
Brings up 1st down and 15.
Just have to wait here till we get a minute, Sam. There's the scoreboard. It'll be coming back up, Sam. Just stay patient. It's coming. Don't know what it was doing there for a second, but back in action on that. Here we go from a shotgun, Mike. 1 to the top, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom, and got a single back just to the left. Long count.
Stewarts Creek lined up in a 3-4 start. Now got a linebacker walking up.
Julian LaFortune just to the back of him, and they give it to LaFortune up the middle, Mike.
Not much there.
No, number 37 was there on the stop. Shanley.
It didn't get much push there, Stork, after they run that little jet sweep on the
14.
First play that got about 12 yards. That was negated by a flag.
Mike, you're at 2nd and 15. You need to get half of it back here at least, to make the 3rd down a little more manageable. Stewart Creek still sticking to that. Looks like they're in a 4-2-5, Coach. Is that it?
It looks like they're in a 3. Looks like they're in a 3-4 and walking one up.
Okay.
It looks like.
2-step drop, looking downfield. He lets it go.
He's open, Stork.
Nice pass. Little Rich. Had he caught it and everything, been a little bit better pass, he'd have burned him. The intended receiver's number 8, Robert Riley. He's a sophomore.
Well, got a nice arm, Stork, and went on and aired it out there. And I thought there for a minute he may get it. I really did.
3rd and 15 now for the Wildcats of Clarksville. They're in their first action, first series, first of everything for this year for them. Did not get any scrimmages, did not get anything. This is the first time for them to crack some plastic. It could be a big opportunity for Ben, just waiting for them to get ironed out. Anyway, here we go from a shotgun. And Davin Gehringer looking down
a blitz.
Lets it go. A little off on the timing. It's going to be 4th down. The intended receiver looks to be number 21, Jamari Cobb.
Stewarts Creek bought a blitz off the edge there, Stork. It sort of rushed the throw, but Clarksville looks like they're just running straight verticals, and that's very hard to do. Just air it out and just try to throw it every time. So we'll see.
We like just to get warmed up, kids. We want those passes across the middle or a screen pass, something that's easy, a little shorter than trying to, air it out like that, right, Mike?
Yeah, but they're just trying to air it out early.
They got caught. They got caught bad yardage and had to do something. Feet rest just on the goal line, and here comes the punt. It's up in the air. I heard a whistle. Is everything still okay?
It's okay. It's a returnable punt.
That's number 1. Taden Mavong. Nice little run.
Well, it benefited him dropping it, Stewart, but, really, I think either way, the punter out-punted the coverage a little bit.
Ball's just going to be on the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Stewarts Creek, and Ben Cottle really needs this one.
Well, they backed Clarksville up with bad field position, made them punt it. Now it's just really benefited the Creek.
It has. Alex Crink, we saw a little bit of him last year. He's now the main cat for the Creek. He's going to run with number 21, and that's Gabe Walker back there. Walker, the lone back. They move a man in motion, and that's Jalen Moore, number 2. Moore going to slide to the right at the far side of the screen. Handoff up the middle. Boy, nice pickup, Mike. He looks like he might got the first down. If not, he did get 9 yards.
Real close.
Let's see what the ref says, and that's Mark Falks.
Going to be a little short.
2nd and 1. Run it again, Mike. Call the same play. Just run it on the other side. Let's see what they do. Crink's a quarterback.
Clarksville lined up in a 4-3 Stewart.
Gabe Walker. Twins down here by us. Got a man in the slot. Handoff, left side. First down. Mike. Beautiful, up to the 7.
They're pushing them around, Stork up front.
The first down for the Creek.
They're getting a lot of push up front.
Going to be 1st and goal, Redhawks.
I hope everything's running okay. I'm getting a text. This could be from the engineer, and it is. He says Alcoa 17, Scott nothing in the 2nd quarter, and scoreboard's back and running. Trips down here by us and got that lone back, Mike, and it's 1st and goal now for the Stewarts Creek Redhawks. Ball lies on the 8-yard line. Handoff up the – he pulled it, Mike. Crink.
Yep. He pulled it.
On the quarterback keeper.
Nice call.
Nice call. Got a couple yards there. And the linebacker for Clarksville had bit down on it.
2nd and 5. And that's all they need, Mike, is 5 yards. Let's see what we've gone to a different little bit of look here. We got Jalen Moore. Got Jalen Moore running a little wildcat. Twins to the top. Moore just going to take it right in the end zone, Mike. He's in.
Right.
Got a flag. That was a bug running across the screen. Did you see that?
A yellow moth. Yeah, I did.
Looked like a flag. My goodness, forgot. Touchdown, Jalen Moore. Touchdown. Stewarts Creek Redhawks, PAT attempt in order.
And made it look pretty easy. He really did.
And we knew what was going to happen. Creek come out, Moore comes in. You know who's getting the ball. Untimed down right here. This is real important. Need this. Upton Bellenfont. You get it?
They got it.
All right, that's 7-0. Stewarts Creek Redhawks are on the board. And we've got a little bit of slight mess up, and it doesn't matter because we're really only monitoring Stewarts Creek score. So Judy will just say, 7-0 Stewarts Creek. Here we go. Everything's looking good and sounding good. I'm finally doing something right. Lebanon 3, Mount Juliet 0. Riverdale and Cookeville 7:50 in the 1st quarter. Riverdale's on top 7-0. Mike Eady called that. He called it. Said that they would get out, and he really liked Riverdale. Well, you know what? Here's the other thing. Now, you're the Wildcats. At least you need to slow it down and try to drive it down the field, Mike, and keep the ball away from Stewarts Creek a little bit and try to settle down and get something going, don't you?
Well, I didn't like, if I'm Clarksville, I don't like the way that they ran the ball between the tackles on me right there. And then on that last touchdown run out of Wildcat, you really wouldn't even touch. So, if it's any indication how this thing's going to go, it's not going to be good.
We could be out of here early.
We could be.
We
so
got to
we'll
watch
see what
now.
happens. Running verticals down the field, stopping the clock, and we'll see.
And Mike talk about that in the coach, and you want to keep it vanilla in the beginning when you come out, don't you?
Well, he did. He run a jet sweep, got 12 yards, and had the illegal shift, have 2 guys in motion, but we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what they can do.
Here we go, back here at Stewarts Creek.
This is going to be returnable.
From the goal line up to the 15, the 20, up to the 25. He's met right there at the 23-yard line by number 5. And that's Justin Rogers with the tackle. 1st and 10, Wildcats.
Nice return there. I thought it was going to get out of the end zone. He got it right about the 1-yard line, it looked like.
Dean Fox, the Fox at Roxy, is here, and he has given me my stats. That was a 4-play drive, 25 yards, took a $1.47 off the clock. Moore with a 5-yard run. The kick was good. Stewarts Creek's on the board, 7-0. Appreciate you, Dean. It's great having Dean Fox, the Fox that Rocks, right here in the house with us. 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. Twins to the top, trips to the bottom. They put a man in motion. And they hand off to number 6 on the far side, Jamari Carnell.
Went back with a jet sweep, but they got 11 yards on a while ago, and got a little big success there.
Ball's
and just got a text from Travis Lawrence Concrete. We see you watching.
All right, second down and 2nd and 3, or long 3, or short 4. Let's call it 3. 2nd and 3 now for Clarksville. Ball marked just on the 35.
For the Wildcats.
I can't retrieve that tweet, Sam, so I don't know what we're trying to do. Can't be surfing the web during the game. We got number 7, Gare Ringer, Davin Gare Ringer with his feet on the 30-yard line. And I hand it off, Mike.
He got the first, Stork.
He did.
Cornell on the carry again.
And he squirted through there. He's a short, muscled-up little guy, Stork, and he sort of got hit in between there.
Jamari Carnell, who made that run a while ago that was really nice for Clarksville, picked up the 6 yards. He also gets the first down for the Clarksville Wildcats. They're now settling down a little bit. They got a fresh set of 4. First and 10 now from the 40. Hendersonville 7, Station Camp 0. Independence 7, Centennial 0. Here we go.
Pulled it, little RPO there, Stork, and he broke a tackle, but not much after that.
No, it's going to be 2nd and 9, Coach. South Pitts 14, Lookout Valley 0. Oakland 8, Siegel nothing. Gallatin 7, Green Hill 0. Riverdale 7, Cookville 0. That's in the second quarter. Moving along. Tom Krager called this one. Macaulay 13, Brentwood Academy 10. That's a good game going on in Chattanooga, and that's about 35 minutes ahead of us. They're on the fast time, or Eastern Standard Time, or Raleigh, North Carolina time, as they'd say. Handoff. Mike gashed
Look
him.
at him.
Ooh, up to the 41-yard line, and that's number 14, Julian LaFortune.
And you know these backs ain't big for Clarksville, but they hit the hole hard, and they're doing a little bit of trickery up there, Stork. A little bit of pulling up a run-pass option.
I like that.
Tackle made by number 10.
I like that. Jamari Carnell is going to be the tailback. He's running with Davin Garringer. Garringer pulls it, Mike, and passes the screen pass.
I like it. Yeah, it's good. But and he paid the price for it, old Stork.
Davin Baxter with the screen pass reception. It's going to be 2nd down.
Clarksville on the move. They're being real patient. They need to continue what they're doing, Stork.
2nd down and 5 for Clarksville.
Could be ending up getting a ball game. They've settled down a little bit. Let's see what Garringer does. The quarterback for the Clarksville Wildcats. Got 6 in there, Jamar Carnell. Twins to the bottom, twins to the top. Carnell's the tailback. Long count.
Well, they're checking off, Stork.
Looks like got that 4-2-5. Whoa, handoff. Carnell, pickup of a couple.
Tackle made by number 21, Gabe Walker. Assisted by number 27.
Let's go bring up 3rd and about inches, Stork.
Rockville 7, Warren County nothing. Go, Rick Rice. Appreciate the director of schools watching our broadcast.
First down for Clarksville.
Bill Spurlock. All right, Garringer is the quarterback. We got number 6, Jamari Carnell just to the left. Twins to the top, a single to the bottom. Little movement, Mike.
Well, it was a shift. It was legal.
Okay.
He went side to side.
Carnell up the middle, Mike.
Carnell on the
Keeping
carry.
it on the ground.
That quarterback's bouncing a little bit, Stork. I didn't really think you could do that. I think they can call. I know, in the NFL you can't move it all, but he's doing a lot of movement, bouncing like that. Watch him.
You can't do that in the NFL.
Well, I didn't think you could do it here. Just bounce the way he's bouncing.
Number 71.
You would question it if you were a coach.
I would question it.
Okay. All right.
Watch him.
Yeah.
2nd down and 7.
Yeah, he's got a little Joe Morgan to him there. Made a motion. The handoff.
Run a sweep.
Yep, jet sweep this way, Mike. Well, he got some yardage. Tackle him, throw it out of bounds by number 21.
On
And
the carry,
21's the
number
ball
21,
carrier, Jamari Cobbs, the
Tackled by
sophomore.
number 21, Gabe Walker.
It's going to be close to the first down, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, they're on the move. This Clarksville team, they're a well-coached team, Stork.
Isaac Shelby is the head coach
Third and
of the
short for the
Clarksville
Wildcats.
Wildcats, and they've been really good to us, Mike. We've got a laminated sheet here for our roster. They came through. Ben Cottle came through. Everything's just been fantastic. We're actually not on top of the press box. We're just down below. Davin Gehringer is the quarterback from a shotgun. They jump, Mike. It's
Let's
going
see
to
if
be
he
5
wasn't
yards.
wrong. I think they got Stewarts Creek. Let's just make sure.
Trey Perry's on the board. Mount Juliet 7, Lebanon 3. Yeah. Told them to back up. I thought it was Stewarts Creek, Coach.
Well, I couldn't tell. That's why I was saying hold on a second. I didn't know for sure.
Mark Folks is our referee and wears the white hat, makes all final decision. Down there talking to Ricky Fain, it looks like.
Yep, they got Clarksville.
Penalty against Clarksville.
Yeah, it's Ricky Fain with the
5-yard
football in his
penalty.
hand, isn't it, Mike?
Brings up third
Yep,
down
that
and
is, Stork.
6-4.
Well, that's tough for Clarksville. I mean,
The
they go from now from a
Wildcats.
3rd and 1 to a 3rd and 6 when you're on the move.
Really need this if you're Isaac Shelby and the Clarksville Wildcats. Gehringer. And what's my clock say, Mike?
3:15 left,
Okay.
Stork.
He looked out there, checked that pass. Look
He's
here,
open.
Mike. Busted him. He's going to get the first down. He's all the way up to the 9. Still on his feet, Mike. He's going to go down, and I bet.
But that's dangerous to do what he was doing. You got to get down. You can't let one hold you and then let another one come up and hit you like that. That's dangerous.
Challenger pass
Knock
completed.
that ball out of there.
Tackle made by number
Gehringer
4,
comes
Todd
through.
Jones.
Fresh set of 4 for the Clarksville Wildcats. Chain gang will drop. The box man is all we got. 1st and goal now for the Wildcats. We got Carnell back there. Jamari Carnell.
Go do an end around, fake it.
And that was number 21,
On
Jamari
the carry,
Cobbs.
number
He
21.
faked. It was a fake, Stork, and then he come around down a little end around, and
Jamari
Stewarts
Cobbs.
Creek snuffed that out real well. But it gets tight down there when you get that far down there.
Got to keep the game in front of you, Coach. Beautiful sunset here at Stewarts Creek. Looking back, look at those cotton candy skies, Mike. Beautiful. Number 14, Julian LaFortune, is the tailback along with Gehringer. Not familiar with that name. That isn't a Grayson County name, I assure you. From a shotgun, LaFortune, and Mikey's up to about the 2-yard line. Not going to take much more to poke it in.
Real close. That was a nice play by him, Stork.
Yep. Okay, we got a little more action here. Gallatin 7, Green Hill 0. That's the new school,
Green
Green
Hill.
Yeah,
Hill.
right on the Mount, right on the Mount Juliet. It's on the Wilson Davidson line in Mount Juliet. But that throws you off, Stork. Green
Coming
Hills.
third
You're
down,
thinking of Green
third
Hills.
and
Yeah, exactly.
goal.
Lebanon 10,
Wildcats.
Mountain Juliet 7 with 8-19. Lebanon goes with a flea flicker for 73 yards. And they're on the board. Here we go. 3rd down, 3rd and goal from about the 3. Gehringer.
He's going to get in, Stork. Knifed in.
Rashawn Bowling.
Look like an inside handoff there, Stork.
Rashawn Bowling.
Rashawn Bowling,
Wildcats.
touchdown, Clarksville Wildcats. They're on the board. We got an untimed down coming up. Things clicking along, kids. All I need's a little weather, and I can bust it. I can run a broadcast. Ain't a problem. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight. My sponsors, John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. Dean Fox, the Fox that Rocks, will get us those stats of that drive. He'll be zooming in here. We got a great crowd. And happy Labor Day from Stork Vision. Here we go. Good, Mike. It's tied at 7. We got one.
We got one.
We got us a little game going here. It'd be interesting, Mike. We're gonna have to check on y'all, Sam. Keep bringing it to us. I'm sure Alcoa is way out in front. I'm sure Maryville should be way out in front. Brentwood, here we go. Macaulay 13, Brentwood Academy 13. Judy trying to give you a little H2O there, Mike.
Well, Stork, that was a nice try by Clarksville then,
It
Stork.
was,
And
it
the
was.
answer, and
To be their second time they've had the ball in their fingertips and to be in a live football game with no scrimmages, nothing, no jamboree, anything, that was a pretty decent drive for your second time touching the football.
And, we'll see if Stewarts Creek continues to run the ball between the tackles.
And just to give you a little refresher, Clarksville will play Rockville next Friday night. So Rick Rice is next up for this team in the white. And he'll be fighting for his life tonight as he's taking on Warren County. Oakland picking up some steam now. They're ahead 15-0 over the Siegel Stars. That game's going on over at Siegel.
Kicking off for the Wildcats, number 43.
Gosh, it's just a yummy night here tonight, I tell you. And Dean Fox has come through with my stats. He's sitting right beside me, but just a second. Here we go. Kickoff. Mike, high poochie kick.
This could be no. Oh, wow! Stewart
knocked him cuckoo.
I mean, he laid the wood to him, buddy.
Wow. That was 12 plays, 72 yards, 7 minutes and 16 seconds. Eat up off the clock, Mike. Bowling with a 3-yard run. The kick was good. We're tied at 7 with 1:13 left to go in the first. Gehringer is 3 for 3, 24 yards on that drive. Thank you, Dean Fox. You are fabulous.
And, folks, if you wonder why people fair catch it, that's a prime example of why you put your hand up. You don't get hit like that on kickoff.
Yeah. Knock you cuckoo.
1st and 10 for Stewarts Creek.
From a shotgun. Twins down here, Mike. Faked it, just ran up the middle, Mike. I didn't like it.
On the carry, number 7, quarterback
I mean, to
Alex
waste
Crink.
it down. Crink, to waste it down. Crink's
Tackle
not a
made by
runner.
number 46.
Is that going to get us out of the first?
We're going to have to run at least one more play.
Okay. 2nd down. And he only needs 1 yard, or he needs 9 yards. I was thinking it's going the other way. I'm losing my noodle. 2nd and 9. Crink, 1 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Little jet sweep, Mike.
Yep, running a sweep.
21, and that's Gabe Walker.
Carry, number 21, Gabe Walker.
I like the pickup. They needed that on a 2nd down. It'll make the 3rd a little more manageable, and that'll get us out of the first quarter on that running play. I don't think anybody will call timeout. What's the clock say, Judy?
Looks like he's going to run a play. It's about 12 seconds to go start. They're going to run a play.
3rd down, 3rd and 1. Crink, Twins to the top, long count. They're telling him just to get out of it.
Yeah, he just
hold what you got. They're acting, playing along.
That's
it.
That's the end of the
I
quarter.
called one. I called a play. I called a play. The play was don't run that play. Hold what you got. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate you. Says we're sounding good. 11 and 10, Mount Juliet 14, 6:17 left to go at the first. Mike, that game's not moving as quickly as ours. And then, of course, Alcoa's on top of Scott, 17-0. Maryville 13-0 at the half against Cleveland, but still has chance for that game to run away from them.
So what's the score?
13-0 at the half against Cleveland.
That's not a typical Maryville score, so that just makes people scratch their head a little bit. We're expecting to see 28-0.
Yeah, Ravenwood 7, Franklin nothing. Yes, that is an unusual Maryville. Be interesting to see what that game looked like on video.
At the concession stand.
Appreciate everybody joining us, and we're in North Rutherford County, just on the edge of Davidson County, not too far from one of the 27 Old Hickory Boulevards here in Middle Tennessee.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
Old Hickory's right up the road, though. It is. It's crazy. There's a bunch of them. If you say you live off Old Hickory, it's a joke here in town.
See if they go with Gabe Walker here. Start on his 3rd and 1.
Now they're going. Looks like we got Crink in there. We do. We got Alex Crink in there. But they got, looks like, yeah, Gabe Walker's in there. You're right, Mike, as a tailback. I'd go with him straight up that middle.
They're strong right.
Strong right. And that's where they go. I got it and then some, and he said broke the midfield mark, and ball's at the 49.
They walked the ball downfield in the first half, pretty much doing that, so that wasn't a surprise.
1st down for Stewarts Creek Red Hawks. John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. We love our sponsor. Appreciate him tonight as he's Making sure this thing is running. He's paying me. Florence, Alabama, 0. Austin Black Bears, 7. Will Hester may be in for a long night. Crink is the quarterback. He's out of a shotgun. Twins down here by us. Rolls our way, Mike. And he completes it to number 1, Taden.
Quarterback Alex
Nice
Crink
play.
pass
Nice little safe
completed
play there,
to
Stewart.
Number 1, Tatum
Rolled Crink
Moonvong.
out.
Moonvong. I'll get it. I wanted to make sure that he pronounced it first before I butchered it, but it's Moonvong. So I've got it now. So Moonvong on the reception, and that's not
gain.
a Grayson County name. Little screen pass to number 1, Moonvong, and man, they really busted him up.
Yeah, and they read that play. You know, they had trips and they had one behind him, and you know they tried to run like a little lateral, and they lost like 2 or 3 yards.
Gavin Phillips, number
Trying to
20.
catch it and get some blockers ahead, you know, and
Gavin Phillips, number 20 on the stop, along with number 10, Chris
Pass complete to
Bagatini.
Moonvong. Loss of 3 yards on the play.
I look for Gabe Walker here, Stewart.
3rd down and 3 for Stewarts Creek.
Walker up the middle. Mike,
Picking up
he's got the
down,
first.
number 21.
Yeah, well, but what? Yeah, he's got it. What he's marked, and you know they got them
Gabe
spread out.
Walker.
Clarksville's only got one linebacker, and they're getting some push on the line. That's why he's having so much success.
They leave Walker in at the tailback. They string 18 out to the top of the screen, and that's Jerron Williams. Hadn't heard his name called or anything out of him. Twins down here by us. Walker, the tailback, being in motion. Going to be strong right, Mike. And they go right. Oh, no, quarterback keep it Crink, and he
On the
picked up like
quarterback
3-4
keeper,
yards.
number
Yeah, Crink
Alex
pulled it
Crink.
and kept it.
Kept him honest, didn't he?
They kept him honest.
Okay, got Sam with some more scores.
Tackle
Blackman
made by number
14,
15,
Coffee
Manny
County
Bobby.
0, and that's the end of the first. I got some more for you. Ezel
Second
Harding
down
6,
and 7
Tennessee Heat
for the
2,
Creek.
Springfield 13, White House Heritage 0. There's our score. Summit 6, Columbia 0, Clay County 7, Joe Burns 0. Here we go. Crink is the quarterback. Walker is your tailback. Back to Walker. And he gets up to right at about
On
the
the carry
31,
once again,
Mike.
number
He's tackled by
21,
number
Gabe
74, and that's Clarence Kendrick.
Tackle made by
Yeah,
number
they're just getting
15,
some push up
Manny
front, and
Bobby,
you know he's
assisted
3 or
by
4 yards
number
downfield. They're putting a
74,
hat on him.
Clarence
Warren
Kendrick.
County came back and scored 6, but they missed the
Gonna be
PAT with
third down and
11:26
2.
to
Third
go
and 2
in the
for the
second
Creek.
quarter. Rockville still on top, 7-6. Back down at Austin, Alabama. Florence has tied it up, 7-0. Go Will Hester. Walker, number 21, is the tailback. Twins to the top, Mike. Let's see what Alex Crink does. Crink gives it to Walker up the middle, and he's still on his feet, Mike, and he's got the first
On the
down and then
carry,
some,
picking
and up
up
to
the
the
first
29.
Nice
Number
run. They had him in the
21,
backfield.
Gabe
Clarksville hit
Walker.
him, and they would have had to stop, and they just couldn't bring Walker down.
Number 23, Malachi Robinson on the stop. Chain gang will move.
First
Box
and
man will
10,
reset.
Stewarts Creek.
Alex Crink has got him on the run. We got Gabe Walker as the tailback, and he lines up to the right. It's got twins to the top and twins to the bottom. Fakes.
He's open, Stewart.
Nice. Completed it to Jalen Moore. Touchdown, Moore. Touchdown, Stewarts Creek Redhawks.
Jalen Moore.
Nice play.
25-yard touchdown.
Dean Fox gives me a stat. Right before that, that was 7 carries for 46 yards for Walker. We also got some stats in the first quarter. First downs, Clarksville had 4, Stewarts Creek had 1. Rushing, Clarksville 53, Stewarts Creek 34. Passing, Clarksville 24, Stewarts Creek 0. Total yards, offense, Clarksville 77, Stewarts Creek 34, and the PAT is good.
That's going to change after this.
Yeah, it sure is. Appreciate you, Dean Fox, with the Fox that Rocks. We get back to those other scores, Mike. Like I said, Mount Juliet 14, Lebanon 10, ECS 13, Harding 0 in the second quarter. MTCS, that's Middle Tennessee Christian School, they are leading Howard 7-0, and Shelbyville's beating Page 15-0.
You know what's Lebanon has actually been better the past few years. They've played Oakland pretty tough last year in the playoffs. And just so happened, Friendship Christian's not as good. So it makes you wonder there when
Yep.
Lebanon had some really rough years for about 6 years in a row.
Boy, we got into some 2004. We went over there with Charles and got into it bad. Sonny played them. We got into and played them in 06 and 07, didn't we?
They got us when we had Sonny. Remember, they had 3 fake punts and got every one of them.
And one time, Phillip was playing them, and I don't know what he did. He did something weird to get the ball back. He kicked it. He kicked it to. He did something to give them the ball back so he could get it. I can't remember. Long game, but anyway, Phillip needed the ball back. He needed more points than what he let them go ahead and score. It was like a way he went ahead and let them because he needed the ball back. Anyway,
he's not going to be able to return this one.
No, that's a nice kick, y'all. That's a college kick. MTCS 14, Howard nothing. So Middle Tennessee Christian moving on. No score yet for Smyrna, Sam. That's a forfeit. Mike will tell you that's a COVID forfeit.
Yeah, we saw it. Pulled up the Coach T, and I saw where all the Metro schools had a forfeit by there.
Going to be first and 10.
Metro just doesn't right now. They're not giving them the green light.
And I don't look for them or Shelby County to give them the green light.
I don't either.
I don't think we'll be seeing them this
Tuesday,
year.
we're supposed to hear whether Rodney Salisbury and the Whitehaven Tigers can go. Right now, back here at Stewarts Creek, Clarksville trying to get on the board, and they complete a pass to number 21, Jamari Cobbs.
Pass completed.
Second down.
Just a little out there, Stuart. We'll stop and go.
Jamari Cobbs.
Davin Garringer is the quarterback for the Clarksville Wildcats. This is his third series
13,
on the
Terry
field.
Johnson.
The second series he scored.
Gain of 4 yards on the play. Second down and 6.
They got some
Clarksville.
athletes, Mike. Just got to get them in position, don't you?
Got to get them in position.
All right, let's see what they do. They've been running this Jamari Carnell, and he is the tailback now. Garringer, Carnell. Right side on that right side, Mike.
Well, he made something out of nothing because he started out. It was just a straight sweep, but he started out and cut back.
Picks up the first down. Chain gang moves. The box man resets, and that ball is going to be marked just at the 38-yard or I can't even add 32, 33-yard line. Oak Ridge 28, Campbell County 0. No score yet. I can't get a score on Christian Brothers. Find something. All righty, from a shotgun, Garringer. Looking downfield, Mike.
Another vertical. It's going to be picked off.
Yeah, that's number 9, kids. Justin Garcia has picked it off for the Red Hawks.
He just threw it, Stork. He just let it go.
Bad decision,
yeah,
Coach.
Bad decision. He just threw it.
Bad decision. I'd rather you throw it out of bounds. 3 things happen, kids, when you put it in the air.
Well, he threw it into double coverage on top of that.
3 things happen when you put it in the air, and 2 of them are no good.
Justin Garcia on the interception.
Dean Fox, the Fox that rocks, with that last drive. That last drive was 10 plays, 64 yards, 4 minutes, 56 seconds burned off the clock for Stewarts Creek Redhawks. Moore with a 25-yard pass from Crink. Stewarts Creek 14, Clarksville 7, and that was 8:17 left to go in the second quarter. Walker 7 rushes for 46 yards. Now Crink in a mess. We're going to run out of bounds. No, he lets it go, Mike. Gets hit.
He's open.
Oh, my. He completed it to number 29, and that's Nate Severance. Well, take on sophomore. Made his Labor Day weekend.
Well, he just bought some time dancing around and just hit the open guy.
Oh, no. Stewarts Creek is rocking now. The ball is on the 43. Fresh set of 4 for Crink as he spins out of it. I would have ran out of bounds, and Crink hung on. They got Walker in there. He's been kind of the hot hand for Crink.
Look for Walker here.
Yeah, going to run it, aren't we, Mike? Twins to the top, a single to the bottom. Man in motion. Long count. Pulled it, Mike. Crink. Oh, what a beautiful pass, Mike. He gets out of it. Wow, number 2, and that's Jalen Moore.
Well, they're selling out. Clarksville going after him and selling out, and somebody just lost. You can't leave your man like that. You can't just.
Oh, 2nd and 6 now for Crink as he's putting on a show. Making things happen, Mike, and you got to like those type of quarterbacks. We got Gabe Walker just to the right of him. Jet sweep this way, Mike. 1, Taden. Move on. It's getting out of control, Mike.
Well, he hit the edge there. Yep.
Number 1, Taden Mooneyvong.
Looks like they got him reeling a little bit now.
Mooneyvong.
Clarksville does a lot of subbing.
Could be a little tired, Mike. Here we go. Got number 21, and that's Gabe Walker. And yet to give it to him, got to think now's the time. Crink running a man in motion, and they give it to Walker on the left side. Back to him, and he's going to get up to the 21-yard line,
About 5 more yards.
Yeah. Tackle made by number 17.
Number 21,
That's
Gabe
Elijah
Walker.
McGahee.
Tackle made by number 47, McLean Conway.
Crink waiting for the signal. Actually, there was a couple of guys in on that tackle. Ben Cottle's got to be happy so far. I mean, he's got ball control. He's ahead, and he's driving. He's fixing to score again, Mike. He could really make Clarksville feel uncomfortable.
Well, they're on the move right now.
You mentioned that earlier.
I look for Walker again.
Mike Eady calling the Walker play. A lot of movement, Mike.
There he goes.
Walker right up on the left side. Walker, he's still on his feet. He's going in the end zone. Touchdown, Walker. Touchdown, Stewarts Creek Redhawks.
Mr. Gabe Walker.
Could be a long
it made it look pretty easy there.
Yeah, it's starting to get silly. When you got guys reaching in the second quarter like that.
21-yard TD run.
Going to wait for those stats. Dean Fox, the Fox that Rocks, is in the house with us, sitting right to the left of us. Good to see him. Happy Labor Day to everybody. My sponsor tonight is John Jones Real Estate. He sponsors this racket, and we love him for it. My holder is number 7. That's Crink himself, and that's always good to have the quarterback as the holder. Boom, Mike. Nice kick.
Wow.
21-0, Mike.
Guy's got a leg
Or
on
21-7.
PAT is good.
4:25. Clarksville's got to get on the board. I mean, they got to get the ball here. 4 minutes and 20. You got to score because guess what? Guess who gets the ball to start the second half?
Stewarts
Creek.
Well, they had a little bit of momentum to start on the second drive, and after that, but when they start going vertical, they've been trying to throw deep. Guys throwing in double coverage. They just got to be more patient like they did on second drive.
And we saw some of the who was it we saw where Dylan Mitchell played? They ran nothing but verticals, and then the second half they started coming across the middle, and Dylan started. Was it White Station.
Absolutely.
Memphis White State. And you called it. And then had big guys and wasn't running between the tackles. And right when we were running film video on that sideline, you turned to me and said, Stork, they ran a play to the tackles all night. They ran jet sweep.
He scored on the first play of the game, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Boy, he caught that screen pass, and he juked about 7 right in front of us and went right.
Is he done in Oregon now?
He's in the pros, isn't he?
Is he? Oh, don't surprise
Somebody,
me.
if you're out there, tell us where Dylan Mitchell is.
Big old boy, 6'6", 6'7", every bit of it.
Scott County 0, Alcoa 31.
That's got a strong leg.
Boy, he does. That boat race is over. Ravenwood 14, Franklin nothing. Oakland 22, Siegel 0. MUS 7, Christian Brothers 0 at the end of first.
I thought Coach McDaniels was favored in that game. I really did.
I did too, Coach.
I thought MUS was down a little bit, I heard.
Dean Fox at Rocks, got them stats. He's burning it up, kids. He's sitting right in front of me. 5 plays, 76 yards, 2 minutes and 23 seconds was burned off the clock. Walker with a 21-yard run. The kick was good. Stewarts Creek 21, Clarksville 7. 4:25 in the second. Walker 9 rushes, 72 yards. He's going to get 100 tonight. Thank you, Dean Fox. Fantastic job. We're glad to have him as a part of the broadcast. From a shotgun, that's Garringer. And went back to number 6, Jamari Carnell.
Carry number 6, Carnell. Tackle made by number
Ripped off about 15 yards.
Boy, he did. He gashed him good. Caught Stewarts Creek sleeping a little bit. Chain gang will move. Box man will reset. Fresh set of 4 given to Gar Ringer. And the ball's going to be marked just at the 37.
First and 10.
Clock is burning, though, because once the box and the chain gets set, they're going to start that clock. They're walking them up. Twins down here by us. A single at the top. It looks like got Carnell back there in the backfield. Garringer. Garringer. Little screen pass, Mike. And gets it up to about the 47-yard
nice
line.
play, and they're doing more like what they did in the first half. And I want to give a shout-out to my girl, Shirley Hassan, who's watching in Smyrna. Wish you were here.
Chris Bagatini was on the reception.
Going to be Michael Clinton.
Ball on the 49, Mike. Clock's got to be moving, Mike, and they're walking around.
First and 10 for Clarksville.
From a shotgun. One to the top.
Sweep.
Yep. Number 21, Jamari Cobb.
On the carry, number
Got a
21,
flag, Mike,
Jamari
late.
Cobb.
That's going to be 15 for sure.
I didn't see it. I mean, I don't
didn't either,
know.
but got a dead ball because
Could have
tackle
been a
was
hold.
over.
We'll see.
Tackle was over. Let's see. Surely it's a dead ball, folks. Personal foul called against Clarksville. Called that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Dead ball foul.
I just didn't see it. I usually
Pulling
catch
that-
those things, and I didn't see that.
Kids, when you see that flag come in late and the ball's dead, that's bad news, isn't it, Mike?
It is.
It's bad
And it's usually
news.
going against you if you're running that way. Yeah, that's usually the guy they're going to catch. I didn't see it.
I didn't know that. That's a good call. Normally it's against you. MTCS 14, Howard 0, and that's at the half.
Gonna be first and 25.
How much time I got,
First
kids?
and 25 for the
About
Wildcats.
3:20.
Well, got a little bit of time,
That's a huge drive killer for Clarksville.
It really is.
They're not geared for that. They're not a big play team.
okay, first and golly, let's say what, 25 at least? Here we go. Garringer, going to have to do something. He's going to operate from a shotgun. He's got Carnell, it looks like, back there with him. Man in motion. Garringer just couldn't keep it. He's tackled and brought to the earth by 51, and that's Hayden Davis.
Yeah, he faked the sweep, and the quarterback kept it. We used to see Ravenwood do that years ago, and they had Michael Becker back. We used to play them. They were really good at that.
Second down. And it's still second and 22, Mike.
Oh yeah, like I said, this Clarksville team, they're just not geared for this. They're not a big play team. You can already tell that by watching them.
Garringer from a shotgun.
RPO.
Yep, and gave it to Carnell. And, Mike, I mean, you need 23, 24 yards, and you're running it.
For the Wildcats.
Well, they've thrown an intercept. They don't want to give them the ball back.
Well, I guess you're right.
But
now it's third and
2:23.
16. Yeah, it's third and 16. You're running against the clock.
Wildcats.
Well, let's see if he goes vertical again. They've doubled up on him every time. He needs to either run a drag,
vertical,
tight,
vertical definitely.
send him deep and bring a tight end under something, run a drag. I mean, you can't just let them W. If there's two there, got to be one open in the middle.
Yeah. Appreciate our sponsor, John Jones Real Estate. Like to thank the camera operator. She does a wonderful job. She's making your eyes easy tonight, and that's Judy the Beauty. Nobody does it like her. My color guy's doing a great job. You, the fan, are doing a wonderful job, and Dean Fox is dead on. I'm probably the loser of the bunch, but what the heck, I'm just trying. Stewart Creek breaks from the timeout. We're coming back out, Mike, and then what we know right now is all we know is Stewarts Creek going to get the ball to second, start the second half. Clarksville really needs to score right here, and clock running up against them.
They're going to do a true run and shoot. Nobody in the backfield. Let's see what they do.
Riverdale 14, Cookville nothing. Mike called that. Garringer lets it go.
He's open, and it's picked off. Shorted. Threw it short.
21 is who's got it. That's Gabe Walker that just scored that touchdown. He's now got an interception, kids.
He was open. The quarterback short-armed it, Stewart.
Interception.
But again,
Number 20,
Clarksville, nothing but verticals, Stewart. Nothing but verticals. And you know what? When you've got shorter receivers, that's why you run slants. It's hard to run verticals.
Correction, Tyree Thomas. It was number 41 instead of 21.
If we got a 6'5" wide receiver, we'll run verticals. We'll throw it up there and let him go get it. But when your guy's shorter, slants. Anything. I mean,
well, and you got to be the quarterback's got to be able to see your open.
And then the quarterback short arms it on top of that.
Yeah. And now, you're Alex Crink. You want to score. You got enough time, Mike?
Plenty of time.
Crink, after the interception, and he doesn't have to hurry, but he's going to get the ball. He can really, like I said, make Clarksville feel really uncomfortable right here. Trips to the bottom, one to the top. He's got Walker in there, it looks like. Yeah, he's to the right. Crink fakes it, catching a lot of pressure, Mike, just tosses it in the air. And that didn't work this time, did it, Mike?
No, but, they had a hold of that receiver. It should have been a holding.
Yeah.
Should have been a holding on Clarksville. He had a hold of the receiver. They had set it. It was a screen originally set up.
Okay.
And it didn't develop. It's why he had so many on him.
Okay. Second down, 2nd and 10 now for Stewarts Creek Red Hawks. And that was all per David Limbaugh that the score is 14-0. You just had to add that, didn't you, Sam? All right. Crink is the quarterback for Stewarts Creek. Walker rolling this way, Mike. He lets it go, and he's completed it to number 1, Tayden Moonbong. Helmet comes off.
Pass completed to number 1.
I think it's going to be on Stewarts Creek. Let's see.
Did
they have enough men on the line?
Flag on the play.
Yeah, ineligible.
Ineligible.
No, that's not enough men on the line.
Not enough men on the line. Ineligible behind the head, isn't it?
Right.
But if it's on top of the head, it's...
Yeah, they only had 6 men on the line. They didn't have 7. I thought that's what it was.
Looks like Keith Chad Owens is the one that called him down here. He's the line judge on this side, it looks like. So Philip Chad Owens' brother busted him. Creek is the quarterback, number 21.
One-on-one with Moore on the outside over here. And got probably about 5 inches on him. Let's see if they just don't throw it up and see if Moore can come down with it.
Trips to the top. No, they do a screen out to Moonbong, and that wasn't very good because number 2, Jalen Moore, was there to wrap him up quickly, and this drive could fall apart right here on Stewarts Creek.
Nice play by the linebacker there for Clarksville. He read that all the way.
Got a flag on the play. Mark Folks is my white hat guy. And Mount Juliet putting it to Lebanon 28-10. Folks waiting for the call. Holding is now, that's 10 yards, Mike.
They're going to decline it. They're going to decline it.
Going to be now 3rd down. So it makes it 3rd down from the spot. And Crink's going to have to let it go. He doesn't have much to lose. He can let it go. Or he can play it safe and just run it. Go into the half. But I like you, Mike. You talked about this mismatch from time to time.
1:30, clock's running, so it's Stewarts. This is Stewarts Creek. That's what they want. Clarksville not a big play team, so he's just gonna let the clock run out and go call timeout. He's gonna punt it to him, and Clarksville's just gonna let him run the clock out
and not burn the timeouts.
No.
Playing a little cat and mouse here.
Timeout on the field.
There you go.
Stewarts Creek.
Well, it's still 3rd down, isn't it? If you
call
timeout,
3rd down.
Yeah.
Well, they're just running clock.
Yep. Beautiful night here in North Rutherford County. Appreciate our sponsor, John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John.
Big problem for Stewarts Creek, Laverne, and Smyrna. Smyrna got picked up a win tonight with a forfeit. And I was looking at Smyrna's schedule. I think they play Riverdale, and they got Ravenwood, which is that's going to be 2 tough games for Smyrna. And then you got all these forfeits, and then I think they wound up with Laverne and Stewarts Creek in the year.
And one of those teams that went out has always been pretty good. One of the new schools, Cane Ridge,
and East Lit.
Yeah, East Lit.
East Lit's been good in the in the lower division. been real tough. And, of course, Hillsboro's been down. I think East Lit hurt, because East Lit's a magnet. They took some weight from Hillsboro. Hillsboro hadn't been as good here lately.
Here we go. Got some scores in. Appreciate you, Sam. 11-10, Mount Juliet 28, so that's running away in the second quarter. Warren County 12, Rockville 7. About $1:44 left. Here we go. Crink from a shotgun. Trips to the bottom, one to the top. Looking
He's
down.
going to go it to Moore. Nope.
Oh, Mike, he had it.
Well, he had the first down if he comes down with it.
Ravenwood 21, Franklin 0. Got some more for you. Tullahoma 7, Marshall County 0, Shelbyville 21, Page 7, Davidson Academy 14, Nashville Christian 0. Riverdale still beating Cookville 14-0. Hendersonville 21, Station Camp 0, Ravenwood 21, Franklin 0. Our score 21-7, Stewarts Creek. Moore County 20, Cornersville 9, and Fairview 7 and Cheatham County. Cornersville 9. Remember, you used to talk about Cornersville. They used to be pretty good, so Moore County beating them. It's been a long time since Moore County beat them. Jason Dobbs used to be the coach down there and just left. And now Stewarts Creek to punt it.
They lost that heartbreaker in state championship
Sure
a few
did.
years ago. I had that game won.
I think I watched that.
One big play beat them. They had held that Whitwell. They had held that team. I mean, and the whole game. In fact, a missed tackle. It cost them the game.
Ball going to be marked at the 22. You've had a few missed tackles cost you a game or two, hadn't you?
More than a couple.
Ain't much you can say, is there? What's the maddest year been, Mike?
Maddest I've ever been on
Yeah.
a football field?
Yeah, with your players, your team, just mad because they knew better or they knew what they needed to do.
Well, let me think about that. The maddest that I've been. Well, I tell you, I do got one.
Okay, hold up. We're going to get it in. We got Garringer. He's the quarterback. Two-step drop. He's looking downfield. Screen pass, Mike, and he completes it and then just tackled right there. And the
Nice
clock's
open
going to
play.
continue to run. Carnell was the reception. Clock is running. Now they call timeout. Go ahead, Mike.
Hell, I think I'd beat Gulletsville about 2 weeks earlier by about 48-0, and it was about 2 minutes ago at halftime. The score was 0-0. We'd beat them by 48 points. And I went in there, and that we called timeout, and let me tell you what, I blew my lid in that huddle. And we scored the next play, and we still beat them 40-0.
Ain't nothing like hey. John Patton said you got to make them cry, didn't he? Isn't that what he said? Got to make them cry on Wednesday. They run on Saturday. Make them cry on Wednesday.
Make them cry. Do them bear crawls, you make them cry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. John Patton said got to make them cry. He give them nicknames, folks. Lightning. Oh, he give them all them nicknames. Pee-wee, Junior Pee-wee, wasn't it? Triple Pee-wee. Triple Pee-wee, wasn't it? Mike, he coached Triple Pee-wee?
He did.
Carnell wrapped up in the backfield, Mike. I mean,
Yeah.
no.
Clarksville just needs to get on out of here, let that clock run. I tell you what I seen him do. John Patton, he had a triple Pee-wee team. He had Quentin Patton, who wound up playing in the pros, had Sonny Gray.
Right.
And they played PAL at the championship one year at
Police
Bellevue
Athletic
Middle.
League.
Police Athletic League. They were a great team, big. And at halftime, it was 50-0
Lord.
at halftime.
Una.
Una. Wound up beating them like 63, 64.
Little Pee-wee
three quarters. A Pee-wee team.
That's the end of the first half. 21-7, Stewarts Creek.
And had all them athletes. Couldn't do nothing with them.
Quentin Patton, unbelievable. Best junior pro football player I ever saw.
All right. Maryville 20, Cleveland 0. That's in the third. Top of the fifth, Wales is jumping in on the broadcast. Reds 3, Pittsburgh's 3, the Pirates. We're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. Appreciate everybody joining us. Dean Fox will get the stats. We'll be right back with 24 minutes of football here in Stewarts Creek. All right, I should have some volume, and you should be able to hear me. I'm going to run over some stats with you. Or Dean Fox of Fox at Rocks, he's got me a little something here. Back here at Stewarts Creek. Okay, our halftime stats for tonight. Clarksville has 7 first downs, and Stewarts Creek has 7 first downs. Your rushing yards, Clarksville has 15 rushes for 87 yards. About the same on the other side of the ball, 14 rushes, 88 yards. Your passing, 42 yards for Clarksville, 71 for Stewarts Creek. Total yards for Clarksville, $129. For Stewarts Creek Red Hawks, $159. Your completions and attempts, 6 for 10, 2 interceptions for Clarksville. And then, let's see, where did I lose that? Oh, yeah, 6 for 10, 2 interceptions, 6 for 8 on the Stewarts Creek side. And penalties, 3 penalties for 25 yards for Clarksville, 1 penalty for 5 yards for Stewarts Creek. Your individual stats. For Stewarts Creek, Walker, he has 9 rushes, and that's 72 yards. Moore, Stewarts Creek, he has a TD rush and a TD reception. Crink, 6 for 8, 71 yards. Moonbong, 4 receptions, 12 yards. Carnell, 8 rushes and 50 yards for Clarksville. And Gehringer, it's not Gehringer, it's Gehringer. Sorry, my wife has corrected me. 6 for 10, 2 interceptions, and 42 yards. Live here at Stewarts Creek, getting ready to get back underway shortly, and we will have 24 minutes of football coming your way. My sponsor tonight, John Jones Real Estate, the young lady operating the camera and keeping your eyes smooth. That's Judy the Beauty. The guy on the stats is Dean Fox. My color man tonight is Mike Eady. My engineer is Sam Montgomery. And I'm Stork Montgomery, the owner of Stork Vision. The president of this company is Judy the Beauty. 21-7 here at Stewarts Creek. Appreciate everybody joining us also for Inside the Headset, our weekly show that comes off on Wednesday as we talk to several coaches around the state and even venture out of state a little bit. And let's see, I'm not for sure where we are next week, but I'll look it up on Twitter. I've got that schedule posted. If you're out there, give me a shout, send me a text, do something. Let me know you're in the – I'm sorry, we're getting it. I see that. I'm not dogging you, boys. It's Gehringer, sorry. And it's Jamar, sorry. We will get that right. Thank you. Thank you for hitting me. If I don't know, I'm not trying to dog your kids by no means. Thank you. We will do what we can. Let's see where we're going to be next week. Sorry, I just now saw your Twitter feed, sir, so try to get that straight. I want to get it right. Looks like Riverdale, Smyrna. So we'll be back over to Riverdale for Riverdale and Smyrna next Friday night. It's Jamar Carnell, so sorry. I will get that right, and Gehringer. Not trying to dog you guys. Here we go. We're going to get ready to get back underway. About 8 minutes. Band in the end zone. And just hanging out here at Stewarts Creek High School. Should be getting some scores, and they should be coming in. My score guys. Derby's it tomorrow. Going to enjoy it. I don't know how I ended up on the Oaks. Let's see if there was any damage on that. I bet it, but I don't know how I ended up, Dad. Boy, I tell you what, Dad, old George, he loaded me up. He gave me a little sugar. Hit me with the last second tip, and it paid off like you wouldn't believe. Looks like I did all right. Ended up okay. Got enough to play tomorrow. George took care of me. 21-7, Stewarts Creek beating Clarksville. Officials coming back onto the field. We will do post-game tonight at Jonathan's. Anybody want to join us? If you're out there on the broadcast, direct message me. We'll give you a shout-out right now. Appreciate everybody joining us. Just waiting. There's something coming in. Somebody's hit me. Oakland 22, Siegel 0, and that's at the half. Blackman is on top of Coffee County 21-3, and that's in the third quarter. So Kid Hartsfield's going to get his first win tonight, it looks like. We're coming in. Alcoa 31, Scott 0. That's at the half. Gary Rankin will end up with win number 442. He'll be 442-76 after tonight. It's a lot of football games, kids. Director of Schools of Rutherford County, his name's Bill Spurlock. We appreciate you, Mr. Spurlock. Memphis University, that's MUS 7, and Christiansburg are 7, so they're tied up at the half. Clarksville making their way back out. Appreciate everybody joining us, and I apologize to the Clarksville fans for butchering their kids' names. We'll do the better job second half. Looks like Rockvale's 7 and Warren County's 12 with a $1:44 left to go in the second quarter. Everybody, I hope you have a great and wonderful Labor Day weekend. Please keep it safe out there. We sure do want to keep continuing to play football. And we hope we get through that. We think we're going to, based on what we know. Mike was mentioning the Metro.
We'll see those guys in the playoffs some, right?
Yep.
Redmond?
Yep, we might.
Give Oakland a fit last year.
They did. All right, 24 minutes in front of us, Mike. You talked to Clarksville at the half. What do you tell you guys?
Well, Clarksville, they don't have a big play. They're not a big play team. It's obvious. We've watched them for 2 quarters. They don't have a guy that can change the game. So they just have to continue to be patient. But defensively, they have not been able to stop the run. Walker has just they've killed him between the tackles. The linebackers have to step up and put a hat on this guy. That's what they got to do. And if they don't, then they're going to be in trouble.
I'm going to run down some scores before we get started. Next 24 minutes. Second quarter. Ezell Harding 26, Tennessee Heat.
Who's
2.
Tennessee Heat?
I don't know. That
can't be a TSSAA team.
No.
But
Kings Academy 27, Franklin Grace 0, Waverly 7, Hickman County 0, Davidson Academy 21, Nash Christian 0, and the other one that I might be Warren County 12 and Rockvale 7. That's the only one of our interest, Sam, on that list. But Ben Cottle could get his first win of his career tonight if he just holds tight.
So Stewarts Creek, I thought they'd already won a game this year. They haven't. I thought they were 1-1. They're not.
No, they played Mount Juliet.
Okay.
They lost to Mount Juliet, and then they were supposed to play Antioch last week.
All right.
So this is week 3.
Well, that would have been a win if they would have played.
Yes, it would have been. And you know what? Maybe they did get a COVID win, but it's not really.
Right.
I mean, I guess it is chalked up as a win, Mike.
But it's not. You don't play on the field. And Metro and Shelby County, let the kids play. Free them. Let them play.
Dean Fox, the Fox that rocks, is in the house. Judy the Beauty runs the camera. My engineer, Sam Montgomery, he's in Louisville, Kentucky. The color guy is Mike Eady, and I am the play-by-play guy, Stork Montgomery, as we get ready to start the second half here at Stewarts Creek High School. Red Hawks and Wildcats settling in, and here we go. Mike, this is what I said. Stewarts Creek don't get the ball in the second half. I want to score from Stewarts Creek. And Clarksville, they're looking to try to stop them. Bust them in the mouth, get the ball back. Little poochie kick, Mike.
These guys have got to fair catch it. You can't just catch it like that, not fair catch it.
1st and 10 for Stewarts Creek.
I think that'd be the first thing I'd work on in practice. We got special teams. We got to put a hand up, Stork.
Yeah.
You're going to get killed.
All righty, it's headed to the 4th. Cleveland 0, Maryville 20 in the 4th quarter. And Alcoa's 38, Scott's 0.
And Coach Rankin, on the coach's show, he didn't seem very concerned at all. He said, I got a quarterback,
He's more worried about next week and how many tickets he's going to get. He heads to Maryville next week. That's about 2.2 miles away from those 2 high schools. Oldest rivalry in the state.
Moore?
Yep.
On the carry, number 2, Jalen Moore.
Nice run, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah. Put a guy in motion, just a little pitch there to him on a sweep, and, 11 yards.
Second down, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 9 yards on the play brings up 2nd down and 1 for Stewarts Creek.
Looks like Moore got some Wildcat going.
Yeah,
Stork.
we sure do, Coach. Moore runs it right up the middle, Mike, on that Wildcat and brings it into Clarksville Wildcat territory, just almost to the 46.
Well, they have whipped them all night up front. They can run the ball between the tackles every play. They haven't stopped it at all.
Brentwood Academy 23, Macaulay 20. Tom Krager said that's the best game in town, in the state.
Macaulay and who?
Brett B.A. He said that'd be a dogfight all night. They move number 21, Gabe Walker, up in the slot. Crink is all alone. They pull Jalen Moore, and Crink takes it right up the middle, Mike, and almost up to the 40.
Yeah, well, they just, like I say, they're just whipping them up front all day long. They run the ball between the tackles.
Number 20, Gavin Phillips on the stop, the junior.
Number 56.
We're going to get a dose of Gabe Walker here.
Are we?
Wesley Kettle.
Crink just taking his time. Just burning time, Mike.
Well, he's got 16 seconds. They're doing no huddle, so they're fine on time.
And they bring Gabe Walker just to the left of Crink. Trips to the top. Crink faked the pitch, pulled it, went right up the middle and burned him, Mike.
Yeah, and the line is just getting on the second line. I just happened to see it this time. They're just getting right up on the linebackers. The linebackers can't even make a play, and that's a bad feeling as a coach. I've had that happen to me when they're getting on that second layer on them when they're getting on them linebackers. It's not good. That's what's happening right now. That's why they're just able to move the ball the way they are right between the tackles. They do it all night long.
Gain of 11 yards
They can't stop it.
Gabe Walker just taking their time. Crink, quarterback, Twins to the top. And they're going to give it to Gabe Walker, aren't they, Mike? And they do. Right side,
So
Walker.
linebackers again. Again, same thing. Linebackers, they're just getting so much penetration.
Ball's on the ground,
Well,
Mike,
coughed
and
it
now
up.
Clarksville's got it.
But the problem is, again, for Clarksville's defense, they're just getting so much push. They're getting into the linebackers every time. That's why they can't make a play. It's going to be open all night long.
Well, it looks like Gehringer's going to get the ball back, and so is Clarksville. Wildcats, 1st and 10 for them as they fumbled the football, but kept it away from Clarksville and burned some time, Mike, and that's part of the game.
Yeah, but you don't want to fumble it down
No.
there, especially when you just ripped off like a 12-yard game. But we'll see what Clarksville can do. Clarksville just needs to be patient. I mean, it's 21-7. They're in the game. Plenty of time left.
Maryville 27, Cleveland 0. That's more like it. And Oakland's at 29 and Siegel's at 0. Kevin Creasy going to shut Siegel out. Gehringer pulls it from Jamar.
That's a face mask.
Boys, it's balls on the ground, Coach. Now
Well,
it's squirting
yeah,
around.
Well, it's a face mask on top of it, but also the quarter was a terrible option play.
Well, 61 recovered it. We'll wait till it's all sorted out.
It's a face mask.
Colton
It's gonna be a personal
Stansberry.
foul.
Mark Foltz throws that 15 yards right up against him, doesn't he, Mike? And
Yeah.
that's 15 and a first down.
15 in a first. He twisted. I mean, he had a whole handful of his head twisted.
Oak Ridge 42, Campbell County 0. So the Wildcats from Oak Ridge High School move on. One of the most famous people that graduated from Oak Ridge High School, Charlie Arigen, who owns Dish Network. He's worth about $16 billion in fixing to build a wireless network. I know Charlie pretty well. He's a professional poker player, and that's what it lists in his Wikipedia. He was a professional blackjack and poker player in his early days. Gehringer from a shotgun.
Inside handoff.
Yep.
I love an inside handoff.
Jamar Carnell.
Cornell on the carry. Tackle made by number 51.
Quarterback can pull that
Hayden
too. You
Davis.
can throw it. Do a lot of different things with that.
So Carnell picks up at least 4 yards. Let's call it 2nd and 6. They leave Carnell in there. Gehringer is the quarterback from a shotgun. Twins to the bottom. They put 3 in motion. They let
Handoff again. Inside handoff.
On the carry,
Jamar
number 6,
Carnell almost a first down, Mike. It's going to be 3rd and a little short, isn't it?
Well, this is what Clarksville needs to do. They need to be patient and just relax and just don't stay away from the verticals. Quit just running them downfield and just heaving it up there in double coverage.
Fresh set of 4 given to the quarterback, Gehringer. And Mark Falks is telling the chain gang and the box man to move and get set, and let's keep this game moving.
First down, Clarksville.
Gehringer really needs to settle down. He's got Carnell in the backfield with him, and 1 to the top and 1 to the bottom. Actually, twins to the top. Bring him in motion.
Little sweep.
Yep.
Missed him. This guy rode right by the blocker and he got his guy killed. Number 6 missed the block.
Number 13, Taryn Johnson just blew it up in the backfield.
Yeah, you can't miss your block.
Tackle made by
Just
number
ran right
13,
by
Terry
him.
Johnson, TFL.
Second down now, Mike. 2nd and a long 14 for Gehringer, the quarterback.
That's what Clarksville didn't need.
No. Jamar Carnell is just to the left of him. Gehringer kept it, Mike, and it just wasn't a good decision, was
Well, no, it wasn't. And in his defense, I mean, he's not an option quarterback. So
Rashad Garrett was there on the stop, the junior, number 71.
we need Jamel Holloway or Tommy Frazier to run that play.
Third down, third and a long 14 for
That's a tough one.
the Wildcats. Cleveland 7, Maryville 27, so Cleveland's gotten on the board. Burning a lot of time, Mike. Clock's got to keep moving. I know.
And they're going to have to call a timeout. There's no way they can get this play off. 6, 5, 4.
He's going to bust them. Delay game.
My coach got a timeout for
And we talked about that, burning timeouts, and
Yeah,
can't get the play in. And you got to have them later on, don't you, Mike?
well, you got to have them, but and they're 3rd and 16 for these guys. So
Got to have this play too.
Got to have a play.
Yep.
The option, I posted something today about option football. I remember Jamel Holloway at Oklahoma.
Yes.
Detroit,
Yep.
And then I posted, I thought he was one of the best, and then I had a friend of mine come back and said Tommy Frazier, and that's you can't hardly argue. Tommy Frazier was a phenomenal quarterback for Nebraska.
Definitely. Mike, we're going to go up to Riverdale next Friday night and going to watch Riverdale and Smyrna.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I knew you would. That's the reason why I just mentioned it, kids. I just mentioned it just for that reason because
I saw Smyrna a place. It's Oakland beat them that night, down in Smyrna. Well, in the playoffs, we beat them in overtime, which was a heck of a
I think
game.
you walked sideline with me that night.
I did.
Yeah,
Had a good time that night, didn't we?
We sure did. Is that when Jacoby caught that interception one-handed and ran it back?
Think
We
it
were down
was.
there in the corner, far left corner.
And they had OKK Akina. He was a really good ball player.
OKK.
OKK.
Yeah, and where did he end up?
He's
A&M.
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 I think his brother's at Louisville, I think.
Yeah, OKK. Louisville Cardinals. Tim Gentry's a big Louisville Cardinal fan. He loves them cards. Okay, what are we doing now? We still got Gehringer in there and got Jamar Carnell.
He's got trips up at the top, Stewart.
Yep, going to have to. This is a big play for the Wildcats. Gehringer throws it.
It's picked off.
Man, I believe that's the same guy got an interception earlier. That's number 41, Tyree Thomas. If it is,
Well,
it
he
is.
He just don't. His arm is not strong enough, Stork. He just can't throw it. He just cannot throw it. The ball just hangs on him when he throws it.
Yeah, it was number 41, Tyree Thomas. That's his second INT of the night. Dean Fox of Fox at Rocks will gauge up all those stats for us. Is now all he's doing is keeping up with offensive gains and sacks and stuff like that. Y'all lost for yardage. Not much points being scored. Anyways, 1st and 10 for Stewarts Creek.
So this group Clarksville's got on the D-line really small. Let's see if Stewarts Creek don't take advantage of that. Just pound it at them.
Crink comes in, and he's got 29 in there, kids, and that's going to be Nate Severance. And Severance slides up to the right of him, put a man in motion, twins to the top. They may just try to put it away. Got number 2 down here. Michael going to throw it. Look here. That's what I say.
He's
Number
wide
2.
open.
Yep. That's just what they did. That was Jalen Moore. Touchdown. Jalen Moore called that, Mike. He was down here, and I kept on looking. Jalen Moore, touchdown Moore.
Well, they've had
touchdown.
single coverage and didn't have any safety help. And it's been, matter of fact, he's probably got, I'm sure everybody got 6 inches on him. They could do that all night, too, if they wanted to. Then the guy gets down there and he can't make the tackle.
Yeah, PAT attempt in order. Ben Cottle going to get his, if he keeps going like he is, he could end up getting his first victory.
This kid's got a strong leg.
Boy, he does. Special teams is special. Kevin Creasy taught us that over at Oakland. Boom. 27, Mike. Now you just want to keep the game in front of you if you're Ben Cottle. Keep your foot on the gas.
Clarksville's in trouble now. I mean,
Yeah.
they basically they can't throw the football. They're going to have to run it. And if you're those guys, you just if you start slinging it, then it's going to get worse for you.
Great crowd brought by Clarksville. Appreciate those fans. And I appreciate the gentleman on Twitter trying to correct me. I don't want to be wrong.
Who's that, Stuart?
Oh, I got chewed out. I was mispronouncing names. I've done it before. You've seen me.
Come on, Twitter.
Yeah,
Give us a break.
You
come up here and try to do it.
I tell you what, that back door's flung open several times, and
Colin Fleener.
that back door's slung open several times at Smyrna. With 3:05 left to go in the game, Maryville 34, Cleveland 7. So Alcoa Maryville next weekend. Next Friday night, the oldest rivalry in the state of Tennessee. I don't know how many times they play, but it is one of the oldest. It is the oldest rivalry in the state. And Dean Fox, the Fox that rocks, has got some stats for me. We'll hold tight just a second. Kickoff ball in the air, and it's going to be a touchback. That scoring drive was one play, 34 yards. Blasted 9 seconds off the clock. That's Moore's third touchdown of the night. Crink is 8 for 10 for $114 and 2 TDs. Dean Fox, the Fox that rocks, bringing us all those stats. We appreciate him. So you're Clarksville. I mean, you definitely don't. You just want to make first downs and keep the ball out of their hand and play a little keep away here and try to move it, don't you, Mike?
Well, yeah. Your quarterback don't have a strong enough arm to really bring you back. So you just got to keep everything short, screens. They haven't run a slant yet, and we'll see.
Yeah.
It's like he's lined up in an eye
Yeah,
formation.
got an eye.
There you go.
I think the line's a little tired for Clarksville, not having those scrimmages in some of them games really coming into effect now here in this third quarter. Carnell on the keeper, met by that Stewarts Creek front line. It's going to be second down. He picked up a couple, so let's call it 2nd and 8.
He got out of that eye pretty quick.
Yeah, we did. Carnell's just to the right. He's had a lot of work tonight, kids. Garinger hands it off on a jet sweep, Mike, and brought to the ground. A little face mask on the far
That's
side.
either that or going to be a horse collar, one or the other.
Either way, it's a penalty against Stewarts Creek. Number 3, Rashawn Bowling on the carry. And Mark Falks will make the call.
Flag on the play.
I know that old referee on the far side. I've ran sideline with him before. When I used to do sideline, personal foul called against Stewarts Creek.
It's a horse collar is what
it
it
is.
was.
15 yards, isn't it?
Yeah.
Personal foul against the Creek.
No, face mask.
Is that what he called? Okay.
Yeah, face
Okay.
mask. I
didn't
saw
see
the
that.
head.
That's why I thought I didn't see the mix. So that's when I assumed it was the horse collar.
Yeah, I saw the head bend. Anyway, 1st and 10 now, and a good break now for Garinger, the quarterback for the Clarksville Wildcats. He's got Carnell to the right of him and twins down here by us. They put a man in motion.
Crossbuck. Run a counter there, Stuart.
Donnie Carter loved those.
Yeah, it's a good play.
Actually, they ran it with number 3, Rashawn Bowling.
Rayshawn
Bowling.
Made by Ashawn.
I beat Raymar 1 year 38-0. Every time I ran it, scored a touchdown.
Oh, me. Graymar Pirates. Brandon Wright played for them. They broke him from playing, too. Boy, that's a nice reception, Mike.
It was. Nice screen. I like
he
it.
hang on the ball. They're going to call him down. That was number 21, Jamari Cobb.
Well, that's what you want to do. When your quarterback, the arm's not that strong. You can't float it out there. So just keep it short, keep it simple.
Do a little hitch, a little
That's
hot
it.
pass, a little
Hot
tight.
pass, slant. Just keep.
Well,
But you can't throw it. You ain't got the arm. You can't throw into double coverage.
And you can do a little play action just to keep the linebacker still.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Garinger's the quarterback. Handed off to 14, LaFortune. Julian LaFortune.
They got some good little backs. It's just the linebackers that are doing a real good job for Stewarts Creek.
Officials timeout. Folks calls a timeout. Is he telling one of the kids you got to go out?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, you got equipment problem or got blood or something. Anyway, they bring in number 25 to replace him, and that's Case Kiddu. Jamar Carnell's back there with Garinger, sorry. Carnell.
Something out of nothing there.
Yep. He's ran all night, Mike. He's got to be tired.
So if you're Clarksville here, you want to get half of it back here. I mean, just get half of it, and then we're going to go for it on fourth down. It's 28-7.
Okay. Ball marked just at almost the 45.
We can't stop them.
Yeah, right. And then, we'll talk a bit about in a minute what you really need to work on.
Sweet. He's got it, Stewart.
Yep, he sure did. Nice fake there.
Nice
Ray
block,
Sean
too.
Bowling picks up the first down.
Number 10, the wide receiver, done a real good job blocking there.
Chain gang will move, and the box man will reset. Davin Geringer's got him on the run.
So this is what Clarksville's been able to do this all night is they get in trouble when they start throwing the ball deep downfield.
Jamar Carnell just to the left of Garinger from a shotgun. Garinger.
Good play. That's what you want to do. Play action.
Burned him on it. Now he's fumbled, Mike. He fumbled it. And now he ran it out of bounds. The reception, Chris Bagatini, number 10, got the reception, then fumbled it.
Did Bagatini just dropped it, Stewart?
Sometimes when you're tired like that, it's better to go on down, isn't it, Mike?
Hey, nice play, y'all.
Nice.
It really was.
Yeah. And now Stewarts Creek's got the ball, and like Mike said, Clarksville's haven't been able to stop the run up front. We'll see what happens.
If you watch at home, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. The line's getting all the way in the linebackers. And Bagatini's one of those linebackers. And you're exactly right. Probably his fatigue has played a big part of it.
Well, and
they've been getting blasted all night.
It's not being mean to anybody, but
it's not. It's
part of it.
This is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, Clarksville just didn't have the practice, and it's showing. Thomas McDaniel, the head of the Coaches Association, talked about that he wanted all of us really to wait to tonight to start. But we're in week 3, up the middle, Mike.
Yeah. And it's open all night. Bagatini, I saw him that time. He ran in too quick and got his head down and never saw where the ball was even going.
First down, fresh set of 4 for Stewarts Creek, and it's just run the clock now, Mike. I mean, if you're a coach, you just want to run it, don't you?
It's open all night long.
And now we got a little Wildcat. Got a little Wildcat going here with Jalen Moore as the quarterback. He pulls it, Mike.
Yep.
Ball up to the 25.
A lot of missed tackles.
A final. 34, Maryville 34, Cleveland 7. Thank you, Sam. And from the desk of David Limbaugh. Cookeville 6, Riverdale 14. Cookeville with a quarterback 82-yard run for TV. That's Stockton Owen, the gutsy kid, 14-6.
Cookeville's probably got a pretty good team, Stewart.
They remember we went over 2 years ago, and Cliff Hudson told us that they wouldn't be any good for 2 years, and that 2 years has come around. Alex Crink is the quarterback from a shotgun, kids. Hands it off right up the middle.
We finally got a linebacker fill a hole there.
On the carry,
21,
number 21.
Gabe Walker.
And I'm happy, man. If I'm Clarksville's coaching staff, that's what we got to do. We can start doing that right there. We'll be all right.
Third down, Mike Eady says. Third and a short 3 as the ball rests just on the 26-yard line. Oak Ridge 42, Campbell County 0. That's a final as Charlie Aragon's alma mater picks up the big W. Oak Ridge Wildcats.
Been a real clean game. Not a lot of penalties, had a couple face masks. Other than that, it's been a real clean game.
It has. From a shotgun, Crink. And trips all the way to the top, Mike. Pitch, left side.
He got it.
Kept his head down, ran, got the first down, Mike. Brings the ball up to the 35.
And that'll do it. That'll finish up the quarter.
And Severance picks up the first down for the Stewarts Creek Red Hawks. Is that going to get us out?
It's going to get us out.
Got 12
First
minutes
down
left here. We'll wait.
For the Red Hawks.
Mark Folks cranks that right arm. They're just waiting. They're letting the time click off. Oakland 36, Seagulls 0. That's a speedboat, right? That's in a running clock right now. There he is into the
That's
third
the
quarter.
end of the third quarter.
Dean Fox, the Fox that rocks, he's working on those third quarter
28-7
stats. We'll have
Stewarts
them here shortly. John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sponsors home, or nobody sells homes like John. We love our sponsor. How about that? Appreciate you, John Jones. Mike Edie, we got a little bit of technical issues. Edie's phone's going on the blink, and he had to jerk the headset off and put the iPhone on a little charge. He's got some juice to get home. We don't want him to be stranded. We are going to Jonathan's, just so everybody knows. We are headed to Jonathan's for our post game. Nice night here at Stewarts Creek. Glad to get a good game, weather game in, so to speak. And Clarksville just hadn't been able to get it going here in the second half. And
Well, they had a drive. They've got about maybe Dean can touch his. I think it's 4 turnovers tonight. No, at least 3. I know we got 2 interceptions and at least a fumble.
Buddy, I tell you what, it takes a long time, but Mr. Raby has just hit us up and said y'all are dead on tonight, and you're doing a great job. Thank you, Mr. Raby. Here we are as we start the fourth quarter at Stewarts Creek High School against the Clarksville Wildcats. Alex Creek is a quarterback in his final 12 minutes. Shotgun, pitch, right side, Mike.
He's got something there.
Same play. Man, he picked up a lot of yardage.
On the carry, number 29, Nate Severance.
Severance again, and he got the first down for him a while ago. Chain gang will move. Boxman will reset. Crink comes to the sideline.
Clarksville looks tired, Stewart.
Yep, hands on hips. I see that right now, Coach. When you see that, you know what that means. Hit them harder. I mean, it does.
Right.
It does. I mean, Coach Abernathy used to teach that. If y'all don't know Coach Abernathy, he's at UT. Little Wildcat coach. I didn't like that. I'd just stick to my game plan, not get out of it. Would you? I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know. Crink, you got Walker, you know.
Yep. Dean Fox, the Fox that rocks with the third quarter stats. Just a second. Let's run this play. We got Crink back in there. And Oakland's going into the fourth, just routing the Seagull Stars. Got number 21, Gabe Walker, back there. Long count in the final quarter here at Stewarts Creek. 1 to the top, 2 to the bottom. They bring 25 in motion. Case Kiddu. Crink rolls this side. Looks, being patient, Mike. Sets his feet. Ooh. Is that going to be?
No, he had a receiver there. He had Walker there.
He did. All right, third quarter stats from Dean Fox, the Fox that rocks. Your first down so far for the total game, Clarksville 13, Stewarts Creek 12. That's pretty even right here. Your rushing yards, Clarksville 116, Stewarts Creek 159. Your passing, 77 for Clarksville, Stewarts Creek 114. Total yards, 193 for Clarksville, 273 for Stewarts Creek. And the turnovers, right here it is, Mike. 4 for Clarksville, 1 for Stewarts Creek, and that's your breaker right there, Dean Fox. 12 rushes for Walker, 96 yards. Crink 8 for 10 for 114. Yeah, but the turnovers, Mike, right there it is.
The 3 interceptions, the fumble down here, that's what's been the factor tonight for Clarksville.
Timeout on the field. More scores are coming in. Let's see. All right, we got MTCS 14, Howard 21. Hey, MUS 7, Christian Brothers 14. Coach McDaniel may get MUS tonight.
Will that be the first time he's beat them?
I think it will be. It's a tough, like you said,
Tough
MUS is so tough over there. And I think, you know.
I don't think people really realize how really good that private school sector is. Those teams are just really. I mean, CPA. We go down the list and name these.
Ingle Martin lit Riverdale up.
Lit them up.
Lit them up. as a final. Gary Rankin is now 442-76. He beat Scott 38-0.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a special thank you.
So he's got the big game next week.
What's his record against Maryville?
I don't know. Maybe somebody can dig. I know a Maryville guy can dig that up because they keep up with that.
Give us Coach Rankin. I know he's beat them one time. I know of one.
I think he's beat them twice. I don't know. It's hard to beat Maryville. The black hole. I've been over there. Ugh. Twins to the top, one to the bottom. Crink from a shotgun. High snap. Fakes. Lets it go,
he's
Mike.
Open, Stewart.
Lost it.
He lost it.
Moonavong.
Jaden Moonavong, incomplete.
It's fourth down. And, you know, you needed that to keep the drive alive, so you really didn't risk anything. You can still punt it if you want to, but why go for it? Just punt it. And that's what they're going to do. You need work on your special teams here, don't you, Mike? I mean, you know, when you're in this, go ahead.
Yeah, fourth and 10. You don't want to give them the ball at midfield.
No.
You know, you got a 3-touchdown lead. Just punt the ball. You got a great kicker. Just back them up.
Great game going on in Chattanooga. Brentwood Academy 23, McCallie 27. 6:14 left to go in the ball game. That's in Chattanooga at the private school sector. Mike was just talking about. That's BA and McCallie. Ralph Potter's the coach at McCallie. Used to coach at BA. Went back home. Ball's going to be marked just on the 6. It flipped the field, Mike.
Flipped the field, and Clarksville's got a long way to go.
Yeah. Like I said, next Friday night we'll be over at the reservation for Riverdale, Smyrna. Bulldogs and Warriors.
We need to keep an eye on that Riverdale-Cookeville score.
We got our man on it. He's working it as it comes in from the desk of David Limbaugh. David Limbaugh had all that old wax out. Here we go. David Limbaugh at the end of the third. Cookeville 6, Riverdale 14. We're watching it, kids. Garinger from a shotgun. His feet rest almost on the goal line. Carnell. Oh, Carnell with a big hit. 3 yards.
With a big hit.
He's got to be tired, Mike, but just a great runner all night. Number 31 on the stop, Jordan Shelton for the Stewarts Creek Redhawks, second down. Go with it again, Mike. Just need that front line to keep pushing. They're tired, though, aren't they? But they haven't been on the field that much in the second half.
Been a rapidly moving second half.
Yep. Garinger.
Now, again, it just don't understand that. You know, you're just wasting it down. He just don't have the arm to get it there, Stewart.
Jamari Cobbs was the intended receiver.
Been the same story all night.
Yeah. You got to have a passing. You got to have a guy get it downfield. He's got to be able to. He's got to keep them on their feet, doesn't he, Mike? He can't be one-dimensional. It's tough.
Well,
here we go. Garinger lets it go, Mike. Now he's got it. See, at times he shows it, and at times I don't know. Maybe just having an off night. Anyway, Florence Falcons is at 14, but the Austin Bears is at 21. That's into 3. Will Hester's going to have to do something. 21-14. Black Bears beating up on the Florence Falcons.
Well, I'd like to see Hoover come back and play Chalkley. Like
I would too.
Blackman
yeah, we get a good. That's a good time. We do a double broadcast. Double broadcast. Field looks good tonight, Mike, here at Stewarts Creek. Got a couple of shade spots, but everything else looks pretty good.
This is returnable. It's low.
And he's going to do it from the 40, 35. Actually, it was from the 45. Tackle made by number 42 for the Wildcats, and that's Riley Siebert. Sorry.
It almost feels like fall out here tonight, Stork.
Look at that. Look at that October moon poking its head here in September. That's an October moon if I ever saw it. Mike, would you run your backup quarterback a little bit here? I would, just to get him some
reps. 9 minutes.
Twins to the top, one to the bottom, and running out of a Wildcat. High snap, Mike, and then he gets one. Got it. Moonavong, and he's going to get the first down, Coach. Did you see that?
Yeah. Well,
Craziest play I ever seen. That'll be in the highlights.
sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Brentwood Academy 30, Macaulay 27, buck 48 left to go in the game. Boy, those are high school games you love. 30-27, 148 left. Boy, don't you know the tension's high. They bring Crink back in. Twins down here by us on what was a wild play, 1st and 10 from the 21. Little jet sweep, isn't it, Mike?
Yep, the mower.
Whoa, he gets it up to the 5.
Number 2, Jalen Moore.
Nice play by Moore.
Finally brought down by number 17, McGahee. Mugahe, sorry.
Gain of 15 yards on the play.
Crink going to work up underneath the center now and work out of an I formation with twins to the top. First time we've seen it tonight. We go with number 21, Gabe Walker. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Walker. Touchdown, Stewarts Creek. Redhawks. Oakland 26 and Oakland 36. Siegel got on the board 7 in the fourth quarter. Mount Juliet 31 and Lebanon 17 from the desk of Tom Krager.
Preachy won't be happy about that.
He will not. He will not be happy. He likes to shut Siegel
He likes
out.
to keep them clocks running.
He does. He likes
He'll
to,
have a break next week. Germantown
yeah.
canceled the game with him.
Well, you know that Will Kreisky will not let him on the broadcast at the Riverdale Smyrna game. You don't have to worry about that. But no, we'd like to get together an all-star game here at the end of the season. We've kind of talked to several people. We don't know if it'll go off. We'll just have to see. A county all-star game. Just with Rutherford County, if we could pull it off. Need a little insurance. Judy the Beauty's a little cold.
Well, we're not used to the third week of the season needing a jacket.
No. Normally normally we've had heat problems and had to stop and things like that on Labor Day weekend. Here we go. What was that, Mike? Got it anyway.
He got it anyway. Guy's got
It's
a heck
ugly.
of a leg.
It's ugly, but he got it.
Good.
Okay, let's see what we got. Let's go with Dean Fox first, the Fox that rocks. That was that scoring drive a while ago was 3 plays, 33 yards, 104. More, 13 carries, 102 yards, 2 TDs. From the Fox that rocks. Appreciate you, Dean. And Sam's got some scores for me. Shelbyville 29, Page 13. Camden 6, Harpeth nothing. Watertown 9, Trousdale 7. Moore County 33. They beat Cornersville 33-16. Davidson Academy won tonight 28-0. Tullahoma, the Wildcats won tonight 22-0. Brentwood Academy 30, Macaulay 27, Forest 10, Eagleville 7. Has Eagleville won it all this year? I don't think they have. Eagleville. John Jonesville State. Nobody sells homes like John. And if you were to look out into the Eagleville territory, you better bring your pocketbook. It's expensive out there to own a home.
I see John's got a lot of property for sale out there.
Yeah. John's a good guy. He's our sponsor, and we love him. He played football at Riverdale, had a boy that played football at Oakland. He's a Rutherford County guy. And, in fact, quick stat, nobody, kids, has sold more homes in the history of Rutherford County than John Jones. He is the leader. And in 1 year, he sold over 448 homes, and that was in 2008, I think. Ravenwood 28, 2018, excuse me. Ravenwood 28, Franklin 7, third quarter. Donnie Webb got on the board. Carnell to the left. Garinger. Pulled it.
Nice play, safe.
Yeah, completed it to number 8, Robert Riley. It's going to be second down and likes a little bit, Mike. How much time we got left, kids?
We're getting ready to go under 8 minutes, Stuart.
Moving along. You don't want to give them the ball back, but like you said, you want to march it down and just try to get your offense set and get some things going. Let's see what happens. Little sweep with 21. Jamari Cobbs. Nice hit from the back. Finally, to bring him back down was number 13, Terry and Johnson.
Jamari Cobbs.
But it's good enough for a first down. Chain gang will move. Boxman will reset. And they're dragging it on the far side of the field. And they bring the ball just up to about almost the 48. In between the 47 and the 48. But a fresh set of 4 given to Davin Geringer. He's got Carnell, Jamar Carnell just to the left of him. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Pass complete.
That's what you want to do. That's what it should have been doing all night. Just keep it short. Keep it real short.
Yeah, T getting a little bit warmed up. Meanwhile, complete to number 8, Robert Riley. Second down, and they're second and short again. But moving the ball downfield, and they got it in Stewarts Creek territory. Mark just almost on the 43, in between the 43 and the 44. Geringer with Carnell to the right. Pulls it from Carnell, was looking to pass, and we got a quick whistle, Mike.
Got a false start.
That'll be 5 yards. It'll be still be second down. Let's call it 2nd and 7 now, Mike.
Well, Clarksville, shot themselves in the foot again there. Had second and short. Clock's running. We're under 7 minutes now.
Geringer from a shotgun. Carnell to the left. To the right, excuse me. He lets Carnell have it this time.
Linebacker stepped up there and made a good play.
Carnell wrapped up by number 29, Nate Severance.
By number 29, Nate Severance.
Third down now, and Mike, it's critical. Clarksville really needs to keep this drive alive and not give it back to Stewarts Creek. Tom Krager reports in. Mount Juliet 31, Lebanon 24 in the third quarter.
Game's close, ain't it, Stork?
It is. Geringer from a shotgun. Fakes it, pulls it, threw it out of bounds, Mike. He's a little quick. He was intended Rayshawn Bowlings, who he wanted, number 3.
Again, the linebacker just getting whipped.
And, that comes from off-season, not being able to, get together in the off-season. And a final from Siegel High School. The Oakland Patriots are undefeated as after 2 games, 36-7.
Well, nice win for Coach Creasy. Do we know if he played Horton? And
we don't know. I don't guess so.
I don't
think so. The score wouldn't look it. Geringer lets it go. And that vertical again, Mike.
Yeah, 4th down. He just let it go. And he paid the price that time, too. They hit him. Got a linebacker come through there and hit him hard.
But no slants and no crossing routes, and we're fans of that. I like for you to come right across the middle on a drag route and just get nailed right after you catch it. Those kids are special that can do that. They can do a drag route and get crushed. Or a little inside curl.
Well, we did see Brandon Wright play, didn't we?
We did, yeah. You know who
Coach Ab got him in the championship, didn't
Coach
he?
Ab broke him.
Hives.
Coach Ab broke him. Coach Ab made him quit youth football. They quit.
Up about a 6'5", 12-year-old wide receiver.
Cut them legs all day. What are you talking about, man? Don't go up and get the ball. Una cut you. Trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. Alex Crinks, the quarterback. He going to hand it off. And that's what he does. Straight up the bounced off of it.
On the carry, Severance.
Looks like they're going to run a little clock.
10,
Yeah.
Chris Bagatini.
Yeah. Brandon Wright, who played in the NBA, was
North
over
Carolina Tar Heel.
Played at Graymar right up until about AAA. Wasn't it AAA?
One of the biggest 12-year-olds I ever saw in my life, and I really mean
Was
it.
it AAA?
He played AAA. Played for Jadon Swafford out there at Graymar.
And Buddy Una cut his legs the whole game. He never put a helmet back on. Coach Ab broke him. They had to beat Graymar. That's part of it.
Graymar had beaten them earlier in the year.
Yep. Gave it to 29, Mike, on this side, Nate Severance. kind of gained, tackled out of bounds. 12 was there. Devontae Holmes, along with number 10, Bagatini, Chris Bagatini, who threw it out of bounds down here. Yeah, I remember that. Go up to Trinity Lane and play. They'd be frying that fish up there just right off Trinity Lane.
It would be.
They didn't have any night games up there, all-day games.
All-day game. No lights.
No lights. I didn't want to be there at night at Graymar. Not up on around Trinity Lane. Ooh.
Hayes Middle School.
Yeah. Crank. Rolling to the right. Lets it go,
He
Mike.
short-armed it.
Yep, he sure did. He wanted number 13 kids, Terry and Johnson. Graymar had several good kids. They also had another one.
Golden Tate.
Golden Tate played there. That's where he played. Golden Tate played for Notre Dame.
Seen him run a 79-yard touchdown against Una in the championship game. They beat Una. Golden Tate.
You saw Spencer Sellers do a cartwheel in the end zone, too.
At Goodpasture High School, I sure did.
Donnie Carter got beat, and Spencer Sellers did a cartwheel in the end zone right in front of him. Boy, it made him mad. Lot of youth football, as big as it was back then, boy, it made a lot of people mad. And they're going to start right there from the 23, Mike.
4 minutes to go in the game. Let's see if Clarksville just
Keep
runs the
it, yeah.
football.
Run the ball and keep it away from them.
Don't get nobody hurt.
You know, I didn't know what the yearly Smyrna Youth Football Board meeting was until Jeff Childs invited it to me one time. Boy, I tell you what, when you get over there at that little room when there's about 200 people in there voting on the board, we had like 650 kids, 200 cheerleaders, a budget of about $100,000, 2 fields. It was a machine. Trips to the top, one to the bottom. Geringer's the quarterback and got Carnell in there. Geringer. Boy, nice pass, Mike. And should have been doing a little of that. And that's Gavin Baxter, his first reception of the night.
It's a nice pass.
Appreciate all the shout-outs and the people that came to us that said we were sounding okay. Ravenwood 28, Franklin 14 in the fourth quarter. Donnie Webb's going to get beat. And that's not going to be a big as region as we thought. You know it? I mean.
Exactly right.
I mean, normally they're a little bit more powerful. Geringer, the quarterback, from a shotgun, handoff, and Carnell just dropped it, Coach, and I think Stewarts Creek's got it.
Creek got it.
Creek.
That's Clarksville's 5th turnover, I think,
a little tired. Carnell's a little tired. You know, your quarterback, Geringer's tired. I'd run my backup quarterback. If I'm Ben Cottle, it's time to get him in, let him get one series in. Mike, did you ever do that? Did you ever let your backup quarterback try to get in there and get a couple of reps, you know?
I did. Multiple times. That's always a good sign because you're winning.
Yeah. Here we go. Got some scores coming in. Stone Memorial 30, DeKalb 28, Riverside 28, East Hickman 14. Nolensville became a winner tonight, 30-7 over Spring Hill. Ravenwood 28-14 over Franklin. Hendersonville beat Station Camp 42-0. Station Camp just hadn't done nothing. Nothing. York 6 and Grundy County 3.
Stewarts Creek had to call a timeout and didn't have enough men on the field.
Yeah, we're probably trying to work some guys in. Dean Fox, the Fox at Rocks, working on those final fourth quarter stats. We'll be getting out of here shortly after. Judy the Beauty is cold. Normally we do have upward humidity here, and tonight we just didn't. But great night for high school football. Warren County 12, Rockville 13. Buck 49 left to go in the fourth. Come on, Rick Rice.
You picked that one, Stork.
Rockville. Come on, Rockville.
I think they're going to do it. Well, it sounds.
Rick Rice. I like Coach Rice. All right, here we go. Back here, Alex Crink. Twins to the top. Going to run it, Mike. Right side.
On the carry, number 29.
Nate Severance.
And this has been a clean game. It hadn't been chippy, hadn't had no tempers flaring. It's been a real clean game. Clarksville, a real disciplined football team. The turnovers got them too tonight.
Yeah, but
way too many turnovers.
Numbers look pretty good for Clarksville. As far as, with them this being their first game and with COVID and everything else, Stewarts Creek ain't lacking in participation for sure. From a shotgun, going to run the same play. Got twins up at the top, Mike. Back to Severance again. They give it to him. Pitch this way, Mike.
They turned him in. Nice job.
Up to the 20, but he gets a first down.
Got a first down.
Clock will continue to move. He was tackled by number 41, Harrison Trice, the senior. Chain gang will move. Boxman will reset. And a fresh set of 4 given to the quarterback, Alex Crank, the senior. Final, Brentwood Academy 30, McCauley 27. Tom Krager called and said it would be a good game, and it was. Followed it all night. First and 10, Crank in an I formation, and twins down here by us, and they're just going to keep it on the ground, kids. Second man through. Going to get almost 10 yards, Mike.
Yeah,
he's in the score.
A lot of arm tackling.
Justin Rogers.
A lot of guys tackling with their arms. Nobody putting a hat on nobody.
That's Justin Rogers, number 5. He definitely got in the scorebook with 1 run, and they're sending him back out. Had 1 run, picked up almost 10 yards. If he picks it up, he'll average 10 yards a carry if he can go on in the end zone, Mike. Here we go. They're probably going to give it back to him again. Justin Rogers is the tailback on an I formation. Crank. They give it to Rogers. Not as much that time. Now he's up to 12 yards on the second carry.
About a minute 30, 29 goes, Stork.
Well, we appreciate our sponsor, John Jones Real Estate. Thank you, John. I finally got a broadcast in. We'd like to tell you about the app. All you got to do is go to the Apple Store, search under Stork Vision. You can get the app, and that will feed you all the broadcast. The young lady operating the camera tonight, nobody can do it any better than her. She is the best in the South. That's Judy the Beauty. The man operating the stats, that's Dean Fox. He'll be getting me those final stats. Crank the quarterback. They hand it off again. Mikey gets into the end zone. Justin Rogers, touchdown Justin Rogers, touchdown Stewarts Creek.
Yeah, just whipping them up front, Stork. It's been that story all night long.
My engineer's back in Louisville, Kentucky. His name's Sam Montgomery. He does all the technical. He wrote the app, and he runs the websites for our LLC, Stork Montgomery, top of the tower, all that stuff, behind the lens, inside the headset, Stork Vision, everything. The guy that runs the color. Here we go. Let's get this PAT in. Boom. My color guy, I've been with him a long time. We met in 98. We met over the youth football field not too far from here off Weekly Lane. His name's Mike Eady. Great guy. I'm Stork Montgomery. I run this operation as we get ready to wind it down here at Stewarts Creek. The only thing we'll need is the final game stats, and Dean Fox will wrap those up to us. Final score still coming in. Broadcast seemed to go okay.
What about the Riverdale Cookville game? Did we got a score on that?
No, but guess what? Christian Brothers is 21, MUS 7. They'll be howling in Memphis tonight. MTCS 14, Howard 21. Dean Fox, the Fox that rocks. 5 plays, 31 yards. 2 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock.
Coach McDaniel has done a good job at Christian Brothers.
He sure has.
Sure has.
He has. He's been real successful after leaving Oakland and going there.
And that's what he wanted. He's a private school guy. He wanted to go do that. Kevin Creasy, of course, picked up his win tonight. Yet to get that Riverdale Cookville, but Cookville needed to score, and I don't know where that game was left. So try to run that down from the desk of David Limbaugh. But, and then we want to know about Rockville and see if they go on and beat Warren County. And I had several people tell me Warren County would beat Rick Rice, and I definitely wanted to see Rick Rice win that one. And we definitely hear Jonathan's calling us, and that cheese pizza, best cheese pizza in the world. It's good, isn't it?
It is.
Kid's got a nice foot, doesn't he, Mike?
Yep, and we're on a running clock at this point.
Are we? We're running it out.
We're running it out. I don't think they'll get another play in.
Well, 42-7. Appreciate everybody coming out. Waiting for the final stats from Dean Fox, the Fox that Rocks. Cookville 6, Riverdale 21. You called that. Said Riverdale was too tough for Cook Vegas. And that'll make them right now, until somebody beats Riverdale and, somebody beats Oakland. Right now, Oakland's first in the region because nobody's beat Kevin Creasy yet. So, and then Riverdale, they're going to end up being second right now. And there's Dean Fox with the Fox that Rocks. That's probably going to be the final stats. Carnell on the carry. Here's the final stats without that carry. Thank you, Dean Fox. Here we go. First downs, Clarksville had 14. Stewarts Creek had 17. Rushing yards, Clarksville, 29 rushes, 141 yards. Stewarts Creek, 34 rushes, 246 yards. Passing, 103 for Clarksville, 114 for Stewarts Creek. 11 for 20, 3 interceptions right there. Edie, you talked about that. That's Clarksville. 8 receptions, 13 attempts for Stewarts Creek. Total yards, 244 for Clarksville, 360 for Stewarts Creek. 5 turnovers, Mike. 5 turnovers.
That was the difference.
You can't turn the ball over in this game. 5 turnovers, 1 for Stewarts Creek. Penalties in yards, 4 for 30, 3 for 35 against Stewarts Creek. Walker, 13 carries, 102 yards. Moore, 2 receiving touchdowns, 1 receiving. Crink, 8 for 13, Buck 14, and 2 TDs.
Everyone from Clarksville High School, we ask
Warren County, 18, Rockville, 13, 54 seconds.
Thank you for coming to the creek. Everyone, please be
All right,
careful.
we're going to get out of here. We appreciate everybody coming and listening, and God bless, take care, and we will see you next Friday night over at Riverdale Stork Vision. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
Get ready to do it one
Thanks our
time.
sponsor, John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. See ya.